I bet. Let's do it. What's good, y'all? It's your boy King Barco. I'm here joined by my co-host Dominican Poppy,
What's
and of
good?
course the lovely and charming Tyetta Campos. What's good?
Hey, hi y'all.
What's good? What's good? How's everybody's morning? Happy Sunday. I mean, everybody missed church today, and you came to join us. I appreciate you.
Mhm.
God hates you, but yeah, thank you for joining us today. All right. Just remember, he's watching you, listen to us, talk shit. It could be church praising the Lord, but you over here talking shit with us. So
It's
welcome.
okay. This early church,
Period.
Yeah,
It's the
but
early church. They can still make it.
have
I'm gonna
fun.
say, yeah, church service don't start till like 11:15 anyway, so they good.
We got it. But yeah, again, we got special, the lovely, the charming Tyetta Campos. Tyetta, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Welcome.
Hi, my name is Tyetta, to be corrected.
Okay,
The
my
Y,
bad, my
the
bad.
the Y is silent, but a lot of people
Okay.
mispronounce it. My name is Mimi. My nickname is Mimi. I'm here in
Okay.
San Antonio. Living it up. I'm in the military, doing my thing. So yeah, I
Okay.
mean, yeah, I'm also in school too for psychology. So graduating 2024.
That should
Period.
be a therapist
Oh
soon.
shit!
Mhm.
2024 around the corner.
Yeah, I know. So, go
Okay.
right on there and say UCSA. So,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
you
pretty
about
much
to give
it.
that toxic advice.
Period.
I got you. I got you.
hmm
Yeah, so welcome. I mean, of course, it is a Too Easy podcast. We get a little raw over here, so welcome. I
Thank
know it ain't
you.
no, it ain't easy for some people. Once they see that podcast, once we send them that link, it's like it's like a deterrent or not a deterrent. What is it? A repellent? Yeah, it's a repellent. Yeah, big
Well,
time.
thank y'all for having me. That's my biggest thing. So,
Of course. So you want to get this party started, y'all?
Let's get this party started,
yeah.
baby.
All right, so let's go ahead and hit up an older topic, but a couple things happened, a couple things came about to light, so I guess it's all right to bring it up. But let's go back to the Omelette concert.
Oh, we got a few updates for that.
Yeah, a couple updates. I mean, right when we dropped the video, a couple more things came out that the girl came out and wanted money from Kai Cenat, and wanted to because Kai Cenat gave the guy $20,000.
Yeah.
Gave him $20,000 and then hooked him up on like a little dating stream, 20 versus one.
Oh yeah.
And so he
Mm.
ended up getting a new girl. So I mean he looks at people were mad about it, but everybody was trying to find a reason. And I know you just saw it now. So I mean, what are your thoughts on it, Mimi?
For me, I only saw the part of the concert.
Oh,
So, yeah, I have not seen the 20 versus 1 or any of that sort. But for me, it's pretty much like you could have hired a dancer for that shit. All that,
mm,
you could have hired a dancer. Like, you knew you were going to be
mm,
disrespectful. You don't know who's in the crowd. You don't know anybody who's there at your concert, who dating who or what's going on. And on
yeah.
top of that, if I was the man, her boyfriend, I would have
Wait,
ran
wait.
up
So
on
wait.
that stage.
So you wait. Hold on. So you're talking about Omalay.
Yeah.
Some of the artists, like he should have hired a
Yeah.
dancer to do all. Okay.
Yeah. He should have hired a dancer to do all that, because you're
Mm,
disrespecting. You don't know who's in your crowd, you
yeah.
know? And then the guy, for him just to be sitting there watching, I would have hopped over that gate
Oh
completely
no.
and ran up on
Oh
that
no.
stage.
No. The
Now,
guy
Sure.
did. The
so
guy. The guy did the right thing.
he did the right thing. He left
He
because
left.
I'm
He
not gonna
left.
fight over no girl. You know,
Yeah,
I, I,
especially if she doing all that. No, I'm leaving. I'm not.
yeah, we adults. We adults now. It's not like we're in high school. In high school, I
Right.
would have been probably like, no, that's my girl.
Give my
Ah!
bitch back.
I'd have been running. Ah!
Uh-uh.
I'd have been
But I
running
feel
for
like then maybe they were probably young and the relationship was probably still new and fresh. It wasn't?
I mean, well, I guess they're 22, 23 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so they were together for about a good year, from my understanding. But there was a whole narrative being pushed out that they were together for like 7 years, and then all these
That was
women
not
started
true,
coming
right?
after the guy. They started coming after the
Mm.
guys like you didn't propose to her or nothing or do nothing. seven
Yeah, they all
years.
start going crazy, not
Yeah,
even
they're
knowing.
going crazy
Mm.
without even knowing them. And the thing is, and then they dispelled those rumors like on the live stream with Casanat. He was only with her for like a year. And so,
Mm-mm.
but like I said, at the same time, when you don't see the signs, we were talking about last week. When you don't see the signs, I mean, you end up getting, you end up getting your heart broken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You end up getting destroyed. And if you don't see the signs, then you're gonna destroy yourself. And a lot of dudes ignore them signs, them hoe signs.
yeah,
God be trying to tell you, she a hoe. She a
yeah. So
hoe.
that's what we were saying, right? Last week we were like, man, we can't even blame the girl because like women. I understand how women are. Like, opportunity of a lifetime. All right, I'm gonna take advantage of it. The dude should have seen signs that she would do something like that.
Mm.
Like should have been like, okay, like this girl, like she's extra friendly around certain people. She's extra friendly to certain dudes in front of me. He should have saw that something like that was gonna happen.
Okay, now vice versa though, because like, say for instance, you gotta think in reality too. If the baddest bitch, your favorite artist, female artist, was to do that to you and call you up on stage, gave you a lap dance, then what?
I'm
Then
not
nothing.
doing it.
You go. Then you go.
If
I
my
mean,
girl
really,
do it, I'm not doing
I
it.
wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it just out of respect. But at the same time,
Do you really think you saying that
Barco, think
like,
about it. Are you gonna get laid regardless that night? If you go up there, are you gonna get laid? No, you're not. You're not gonna get laid. You're gonna disrespect one, and then you're not gonna get laid by the celebrity because she's just up there for just to have fun and make shit look pretty. So you going home
yeah?
alone. So me, I'm gonna rationalize that whole scenario. Okay, she gonna call me up on stage. All right, what we about to do? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I ain't about to get
So,
danced on.
so first of all, let's take this back. You know the Janet Jackson where he had that, where she had
Oh
that
yeah.
man strapped up.
What you man strapped up?
Yeah, what are you supposed to do at that point in time? I mean, you're vulnerable at that point.
and
Oh,
like at that
Oh, you
point,
I'm
sitting
gonna
there like
close my
on
eyes and
stage
I'm gonna
strapped
take
up.
it. I'm gonna close my
nah,
eyes
yeah,
and take it.
because I
Like,
mean,
baby,
yeah,
strap,
because if
strap me.
it's yeah, no, I mean, like at that point, listen, if it depends, like on well, it doesn't depend. Like it really comes down to what kind of person you are. I mean, if you're a type of person that will leave the relationship you're in for a quick 5 seconds of clout
Yeah.
with somebody, because first off, he's an artist. So if you even have a chance with him, you gotta understand that he's gonna cheat on you regardless. Most of these artists and everything, so they cheat. So I mean, I don't like the whole game plan for most like women like that or people that do that. It has to be short term because
Yeah.
they're definitely not thinking in the long term in that situation. But like you say, it's Janet Jackson at that time. When Janet Jackson was still bad back in the early 2000s. By the way, that's my early 2000s crush, Janet Jackson. But fucking yeah, no, at the same time, it's gonna be a different reaction. Men or women are different. They're
No,
men
she's
and
saying
women are
she's
different.
saying in that situation, if you had a girl with you and Janet Jackson called you on stage and she strapped you up, tied you, and started dancing, I don't know if you remember that concert, but
Yeah,
like,
I know what you're talking about. Nah, I wouldn't do it. But like I said, yeah, I'm like, yeah, baby, you ain't strapping me up. But I can sit on this chair. You do your thing.
yeah,
You gonna tell Janet Jackson that on stage.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not. You're not gonna strap me up.
yeah, you ain't gonna
I'm
strap
like,
you. You gotta
yeah,
think about it. Like,
yeah.
if your girl's out in the crowd, that's a lose lose situation. That's a
I
lose lose
mean,
situation.
hey, I mean, shoot, like it's different for me though. I ain't gonna lie. I think differently because I'm a polygamist, and so what's called for me, it runs different. So I'm like, shit, this could be a new sister wife. That's like shit. I was like, baby, this is gonna be a new sister wife. She been eyeing me all night.
Oh yeah,
I was like, this might be your new sister wife, baby.
you
We
over here
might,
lying to yourself.
but you get what I'm saying though. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's gonna be different. It's different for me. I ain't gonna lie. It's different for me. I'm a polygamist. I've always had multiple girlfriends and multiple girls in my vicinity, and it's just different for me. But originally, initially, I'd be like that'd be my main thought. I'd be like, damn, this is gonna be my sister wife. Doja Cat did the same thing. I'd be like, shit. He's like, this might be a new sister wife. We'll cleanse her. We'll take her to church. We'll take a ball. Come here, baby. Come here, my little Jacob. We're
you
like,
gonna
we'll
have
take you
sex
to
with her with
church,
holy
man.
water.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
This nigga say holy
But
water.
oil instead
Oh
down, she
my
gonna think it's oil,
god.
but it's holy oil.
Yeah, you be like, you be having sex with her, you throw holy water on her, like
Oh my
oh
god.
man, nah, but yeah, nah, I mean, yeah, that's just me, but yeah, in that scenario, if you're monogamous, you have a partner, and you respect your partner, you wouldn't want to do that too.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
If you're if you're monogamous and you respect your partner,
Like I said,
unless you're a
you going
hoe,
you going home alone, regardless.
yeah,
If you
nah,
go
I
on
mean,
a date, you going home alone. You're not
yeah,
going
that's
back
why
with
you gotta
me.
set your boundaries. You gotta
Yeah,
set your boundaries up front. Like you cannot. You gotta set your boundaries up front. That's what I say. You gotta set it up front. If you're over here, just willy nilly, just getting with any girl that gives you a nice little glance or look without setting any boundaries, you're just happy to be there. Then yeah, you're probably gonna go through some shit. There's a lot of dudes like that. There's a lot of dudes. We don't want to look like assholes. There's a
yeah,
lot of dudes like that. Like if you ever go back in the dating game and shit like that, or however you do it, I'm telling you, there's gonna be a lot of dudes like that don't set boundaries and they're just happy to be there. And so, yeah, it was a funny little situation though. I ain't gonna lie, it was funny, but the dude came out on top though. Dude came out on top. I mean,
I mean, he was winning regardless. I
yeah.
mean,
Oh yeah, no,
and then he lost one bitch and gained 30 more or 1,000 more probably.
oh yeah, no,
So
and that's
oh,
cool.
his Instagram's probably going crazy.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
he's Instagram famous now. He got like 10, 15,000 followers in one night with that Kai
Yeah.
Cenat stream.
Yeah.
hmm
So damn, yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he on
Hey,
the come up. He on the come up. It was a small price to pay.
oh yeah, but he look like he happy now. This dude, he's taking those photo shoots for his Instagram.
Yeah.
He's taking those photo shoots. He's just like this, doing that little modeling and stuff like that. I was like, I see you, dog. I see you.
Ah, damn.
Ah
He got
man,
confidence. He got
you
some
got confidence
confidence.
now. Hey, I see it.
Yeah.
You gotta capitalize on it. Hopefully, I can get him on the podcast.
You gonna
Maybe
try to
maybe a
get
bit.
I'll try to
I'm
reach
gonna
out
try
to
to
him.
get
Hey
him on.
man.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get him on a podcast. We'll see. I don't know. I still gotta see what's good. But yeah, nah, we could probably get him on. Talk some shit.
Hell
But
yeah.
fucking but yeah. Moving on from that, what's
Okay.
called I don't know if you want to move on. Are y'all good on it?
I'm good on that.
Yeah, we
I
good.
want to talk about who the fuck did I marry on
Okay,
TikTok.
lay it down on us. Lay it
Oh
on
my
us.
god. Have you seen it, Reggie?
Who
Or
did who did
Dominican
I marry?
Poppy? Yeah, who the fuck did I marry?
What are you referring to?
It's on TikTok. It's a 50-part series. This woman was dating this guy who was a narcissist, right? He lied about everything except for his name and his birthday. Dead ass.
Now, how's
And
he a
it's a
narcissist?
he came, said so to start it off pretty much he said his name, birthday, blah blah blah. He looked like his pictures and everything. They started to date. He was talking about buying her this house, right?
Mm-hmm.
$7,500,000 house. And 7,500.
Seven
Is that
hundred
the
fifty
right number?
thousand. Seven
Thank
hundred
you.
fifty thousand.
Yeah, there you go. $750,000 house. Is that a
Oh
quarter of a million?
no,
No,
that's
That's
three
three
that's
quarters.
quarters. Three quarters.
that's three quarters of
Yeah.
I ain't good
yeah,
at
of a
math,
million.
y'all. Math ain't my specialty.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, $750,000 house.
Yeah.
Come to find out, this man didn't have no house at all, so he moved in with her. And then, pretty much, he had made a fake Chase bank statement saying that his loan got approved for $7,500,000 for a loan. Then, then what he did is that he took this girl to go get a brand new BMW or whatnot, right? He kept saying, "Oh yeah, I got an offshore account and whatnot, and I got to transfer the money. It takes a couple of days and whatnot." Money ain't never came through, so that fell through. Then he had lied and said that he was on the phone every morning, right, with his brother, his cousin, his sisters, and everything else, so right. He ain't got no doggone brothers and sisters because all of them cut him off years ago. His
Oh,
twin brother don't even talk to him no more. So
His
who the
own
fuck?
twin brother? Damn.
Yes, everybody had cut this man off, and they know that he lies, like it's compulsive liar. And so, like, literally, he'll be on the phone talking, and she's thinking that she's talking, like he's talking to somebody. He ain't talking to nobody at all. He on the marriage certificate, he put the wrong social security number down. Then when it came time to actually file a divorce, he put another social security down compared to the one he put on on his marriage certificate.
That's a scam
Then
artist.
Yeah.
yeah,
I was like,
and
how's that a
then
narcissist? That's not.
you
He's a
gotta
scam
Damn.
artist.
okay, but you gotta
Yeah, give
listen
it to
because
him. I mean, hey,
I gotta admit, for him coming into a house and trying to get a roof over his head, he did that. He really did.
Yeah.
him?
But the thing about it was he was paying all her bills.
Okay.
How?
She,
What the fuck?
I don't know. Still to this day, I don't think she really laid it out how he was paying all the bills. Remember, this is during COVID, so it could have been the unemployment checks coming in.
Yeah.
But apparently he was working as a CEO for this condiment factory, and that wasn't true. He was working at Apple, and he got fired from Apple. Um, yeah, I mean the list can go on. It's 50 parts and it's long as hell. But how do y'all feel as men? Like,
I
I don't
think
know.
when it comes to
For
that, right? So that there are known like since the beginning of time, there have been like people who deceive people, right? Especially men. There's a lot of
mm,
men that have been like deceivers and pretended to be someone they are not. Um, I think a lot of women fall in love with fantasy versus like realism. So I think that she loved the thrill of the stories that he was telling, you know, but she couldn't see past like she couldn't like verify any of this stuff because like any rational person will be able to like verify, okay, like where is this coming from, like how, like they'll like check this person out before they get close to him. Like the fact that she will move a guy like that into his house without verifying anything, something odd
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, I mean, you can run a background check on somebody nowadays. I mean,
she
Yeah,
did,
nowadays.
and that's how she found out the social security number. What you call it? What had to be real or something like that
okay,
because the
okay.
background check
Yeah,
didn't show like it showed no records or whatever the case be. So she was all like, okay, I guess he ain't got no speeding ticket, no
yeah.
nothing, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean,
So
yeah. But if the dude look, there's a lot of girls that choose toxic men, and
Yeah,
liar, narcissists, or psychopaths, or the bad boy, or whatever. And so there's a lot of women that choose that because they like the excitement, they like the thrill that comes with it.
yeah,
It's different. I mean, if you're with a good man, yeah, I see. But yeah, no, they like that thrill, and they love the excitement. They love all the they love the energy for some reason. I don't know what it is, but it's drama filled, but it's exciting.
yeah,
And so for them to be with a good man, he's boring. A good man's boring. I mean, a good man goes to work, comes back, is with his wife, his kids, everything. He does what he has to do, pays the bills. But if he was paying the bills while being toxic and this and that, then I don't know if I could really fault him because I don't know if I could really fault him because he may have been the monster, but she married him. She married the monster,
oh,
and
that's
she
yeah.
was with
I
him.
was trying to get
How
her.
long was she with him? How long was she with him though?
I want to say it was probably less than a year. It was
Okay,
either a year or less than a year. I know
okay,
it was, yeah. And then they
but
got divorced within the same year.
okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
no, that was a big time. That was a big year for divorces. The COVID time.
Yeah,
That was a big year for divorces. Divorces went up like 30-40%
you
during
start to
COVID.
realize, damn, this motherfucker annoying.
Yeah, like because you had to be in the same. Because the thing is, yeah, like men usually go to work and handle their business, but when they close down, all the jobs and stuff,
hmm
what's called, yeah, everybody, you had to be with that person every day, and that probably annoyed the shit out of everyone.
Well, his ass was going to the condiment factory as a CEO every
And
day.
that's hey, and the thing is, you can find the deals with that. You can find a deal. You can reach some type of agreement where that actually works. People wouldn't mind doing that. And so, she didn't mind doing that with him for a good year. And so, like I said, there's consequences, there's things that happen, Like I said, she didn't mind doing that for
That's
a
just
good
All
year.
smart.
right. So adding on top of that, like his knee got bad, right? This is what kind of like her breaking point. So his
Oh,
knee got real bad, so he was bed rested, right?
mhm.
Instead of like going to the restroom and whatnot, he would have piss bottles underneath his bed and whatnot. Like literally. So He couldn't move. He wasn't
I mean,
eating. He wasn't moving them like that.
if she holding him down, like I said, the relationship.
Hell
Nah, the relationship, like I said, but in that point, yeah, like I said, if you broke it from the spine down, at that point, yeah, you better take your ass you better limp your ass to the restroom. But fuck
no.
yeah,
Hell no.
but at the same time, if the person you love is sick and going through something, like let's say he was like bedridden or some shit like that, some crazy shit happened, and you have no choice. He has no choice. He can't move from the bed at all, and he has piss bottles. Yeah, help your man out. Do what you gotta do because there's tough and rough. There's rough situations in relationships. Relationships isn't supposed to be glitz and glamorous. It's not supposed to be sunshine and rainbows all the time. That's
You
not a
right. You
that's not
right.
that's
But
not a relationship.
I feel like that
But
if you well enough to go to this made up imagination condiment factory and go to work and whatnot, then your ass can get up and go to that bathroom that's less than 2 feet away.
but yeah, in this case, yeah, he
Yeah,
was. In this case, yeah. But like I said, still,
Mm-hmm.
if you really love somebody, if you know you're gonna marry him and this and that, oh yeah, you gotta sacrifice some shit.
Yeah, that's
You gotta
different.
sacrifice. That's
Mm-hmm.
bottom line. There's no selfishness in the marriage. That's why we have all these divorces because everybody's coming in selfish. You can't
yeah.
be selfish in a marriage. You
That
can't.
is true. That is
Yeah.
true. I
And
stand behind
no
that.
matter what type, whether it's polygamous, monogamous, you can't be selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Got to
Yeah,
compromise somewhere.
yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta sacrifice it. You better. Okay, somebody needs to wash the shit out the drawers. So, but let's go. But yeah, nah, that's crazy though. That's crazy. This dude. But if you really think about it though,
I just about to jump.
Why you gotta justify this dirty ass
hey,
man? Like, no, he has
hey,
no excuse
he
at
was
all.
handling business though. Like I said, he was still
No,
paying. You say he was still paying the bills, right?
some way. But then what happened when all the jobs, started opening up and
It,
whatnot?
it don't matter as long as he was handling his business. And like I said, if it's not illegal and I'm not involved with it, now if it was he scamming you, yeah, he was probably scamming you. But is he handling business with you? Is he with you all the time and all this stuff? Yeah. So you gotta take it for how it is. Like I said, it's not gonna be perfect. There's women out there that are with straight up dudes that beat the shit out of them and they're still with them. And
That's a
so,
mental. That's a mental. That's a mental thing. That's
oh
like
yeah, it's
that's a
all mental.
mental.
It's all
Yeah.
mental. But at the same time, still, there's
But
emotion.
I think this is more insecurities than the abusive part. You can't compare them to. Mm-mm.
Yeah, but they both breed. They all stem from the same place though.
And what?
Yeah, toxicity.
Yeah.
Okay.
They all stem from the same place, which
Because
is that
yeah,
toxicity.
there's no way that like nothing's wrong with her.
Oh yeah, no, hey, she's the
You
one putting it
essentially
out there.
attract, like, a lot of times I
Yeah,
know we think we attract the right person, but we usually attract like
who we
a
are.
person who is like who we are in a sense.
Yeah,
Like they may have different qualities or different attributes in the way they are, but like they kind of like on the same bandwidth of things. So there's no way that she did not, unless she's crazy, which she has to
yeah.
be, to go through all of that and not even like beforehand
Not
verify
putting
these things.
blame on her. Not
Huh?
fully. Not
I'm about to
fully.
say she ain't crazy. The
She
No,
gotta
lady
be
was
she gotta be
she
crazy.
insecurity.
we attract who we are
Insecurity.
though.
I'ma
We
stand
attract.
beside her.
You think she's insecure? Yeah, she might
Has
be
to be.
insecure, but I think she's crazy to believe something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
like I
I
say,
mean,
we attract who we are.
if you have proof of everything right then and there, and I love you, I'm going to believe you. I have no reason not to trust you. You ain't cheated on me. You ain't stepped out on me. You ain't did none of that. But if you
Yeah,
showing me this shit, of course I'm believe you, baby. I'm gonna take your word for it. I mean, it is what it is. You haven't showed me nothing wrong,
yeah,
so she
and
ain't crazy. She just insecure.
no, I don't think it was insecurity though, because at the end of the day, if you want to be with somebody, you're gonna be with somebody. Yeah,
Now hold on. I say insecurity because her ass damn so should have left at the first, second, third red flag. When your social at the damn marriage courthouse, and you
yeah.
mean to tell me your social security number ain't right?
Okay.
uh,
Yeah,
that's what I
yeah,
was trying to figure. I
no.
was like, shit, like.
But yeah, like I
I
said,
know
I
when you
don't
get
know the
married,
story.
I know when you get married, they verify that stuff. I'm like, like
Yeah.
all this stuff is verified. Like, how did that not
Mm-hmm.
fall through? So they were never married technically. They were never married and never divorced
Okay.
technically.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy though. But I mean, to really think about it, I mean, he's just a scammer. Like me, I'm a person that looks at reality. I take
Yeah,
people for who they are. You know what I mean?
he's a
He's a scam
Mm-hmm.
deceiver.
artist. He's a
He's a
deceiver.
deceiver.
Yeah.
He is so good. Like he is so good at what he does
Mm,
that he had a whole woman marry him. Like that is really good. All I'm saying is on the flip side of
yeah.
that, she definitely is a little bit crazy. Like a little bit like something's off somewhere. And she allowed all that shit to happen.
I mean, I'm just saying the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree in that situation.
Yeah.
But, I'm not putting it on her. Like I said, that's messed up. That happened to her. I do, condolences or whatever. But at the same time, it can happen to anybody. Trust me. There's a lot of dudes out there that they end up being with some crazy women, end up
Yeah.
marrying them, putting babies in them, and everything, and it happens. I
Shit.
mean, it's out there.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it. But yeah, like I said, I don't know the situation, but I'll go and look it up. It actually sounds crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
I gotta
That
watch it.
sounds
It's
funny
on
as hell.
TikTok. It's on TikTok. It's a 50-part series. Who the fuck did I marry?
That's
Y'all will
just funny.
enjoy.
That's just funny as hell.
That's
It's
crazy.
like it's 8 hours long. It's around eight
I'm about to
hours.
do an episode like that. I'm about to be on one of
That's
those episodes.
that's a hustler, baby. Hey, that dude. Hey, like I said, he's trash, but he's that trash that can get away with shit.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a scam. That's a
that's
good ass scam artist. I'll tell you that.
I
That's
don't
a
know. I'm
good one.
like shit.
Y'all
Shit.
gotta watch it.
He
Y'all
should
just
probably,
gotta
he's in the
watch
wrong
it.
profession. Probably he should probably be a lawyer.
Nah,
Oh,
that dude can sell like cars, like Bugattis and shit, man. That motherfucker.
fucking Better Call Saul. Yeah,
Yeah.
that dude. Yeah, that dude is probably. I'm telling you, he'd probably be a great lawyer, like fucking Saul. But yeah, I guess keeping it rolling. Fucking what was the other topic we were talking about? It was Jada. I guess we could talk about
Hmm.
the latter one.
Oh yeah, so this one, right? So I was gonna bring this one up.
Okay.
There's an episode with Jada Pinkett. She's talking to her daughter, right? And everybody
Hmm.
already know the situation. Everybody know the story and stuff like that. She basically said that she wants her daughter to have a relationship similar to hers and Will's.
Oh
What y'all think?
yeah,
What y'all think
yeah.
about that?
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, I mean, this woman, and I wouldn't say woman. Like I said, she's a what do I call her? She's a running hoe.
Run it, hoe.
This running hoe. She's running. She's chasing a ghost, really, and so anything behind it, she doesn't care about. So she'll do
Okay.
anything. She'll sabotage. So this is what I call a running hoe. A running hoe is always running after that next dude, and so in this case, she's running after Tupac, but he's dead. So that's going to
Mm,
be an eternal marathon. So everything
mm.
she does now is Tupac. Her hair's like Tupac. Her kids are writing letters to Tupac. I
Said her
mean,
hair is like Tupac.
I mean,
Oh
yeah.
my
Oh shit.
god.
All she needs is a goddamn fucking bandana turned up, fucking looking crazy. I'm just saying she's running after Tupac's dangalang, but he's dead, and so this is what we call running hoe. And so there's a whole bunch of different classes of hoes and everything. I have a whole breakdown. I'm gonna take
The
you.
running hoe is the worst hoe.
I am
That one and
learning.
a sleeper hoe. A sleeper hoe is also a bad one too. Sleeper hoe is when she pretends to be a good woman and everything. She gives you everything. You marry her, you make kids with her, and then one day she wakes up and she's a hoe. And she just starts doing whole things. Like one day, or not wakes up, but there's always that one thing that pushes her.
Yeah.
Like that pushes her and she's like, you know what, I'm gonna go fuck this guy. Or I'm gonna go around, doing this and that. And they just wake up one day and they choose war. So
Is this
it's just,
for both genders or just females?
Oh,
It go
it's
both ways?
it's different for both men and women.
yeah.
Okay.
men by nature are already promiscuous. Like really, men are
Yeah.
gonna cheat regardless. I mean, men crave multiple women. Like I say it all the time. You put a man in a room with 10 women that want him, he's probably gonna do everything in his power to be with all of them.
Yeah.
He's gonna mess around with all. You put a woman in a room with 10 men, she's gonna choose the best one out of all of them.
No, she's gonna choose the best one.
Yeah, and
She's
so
gonna choose the best one.
it's different. You know what I mean? It's different for both of us. Like me, I'm a big time realist. I'm a big time realist. I don't try to sugarcoat or live in fantasy land. I'm straight up with it. I'm black coffee and no sugar. But but yeah, yeah, no,
Okay.
and so but yeah, no, Jada's a running hoe, and so she's gonna do everything in her power to try to get there. I mean, whatever she has to do mentally to get there. I mean, I'm telling you, she even has her kids chasing after her. Like it's crazy, and she'll do anything. She'll embarrass Will. She'll give this horrible ass advice. She does not care.
So what do you think about this situation?
um, don't get me wrong, I agree with y'all, but playing devil's advocate, I feel like she didn't mean it in that context. The more the fact that through all of the thick and through all of our bullshit and whatnot, we still here for y'all. We still love y'all, our children, you know. We still come together for one, you know, to put on a show, whatever the case may be, through all the bullshit, whatever lies between social media, the media platforms, everything else, whatever, all they stream and see on video and not. Behind closed doors, we really don't know what is going on. We don't know if they're just
Yeah,
portraying that to us. We don't know what's going on in their house when they wake up, you know? So I feel like it could be the way how from what we see throughout all the years, bitch, you dead ass wrong for what you just said. Cause you know damn well your daughter, you don't want your daughter going through that. But
yeah,
if she's,
I think she does.
but if she's coming from a woman's point of view as a feminist, right? You got to look at it as like, okay, you said a running hoe. The bitch, I gotta admit, she's a bitch. She's a cold hearted ass bitch. She's a real one. Honestly, she do what she wants. She gets what she wants, and she gonna say what she wants. And she still got a husband. And she still got a ring. She's still doing all this shit. She still got a platform. She still got money coming in herself. Bitch, I'm doing it. And what? I could say what I want. I could do what I want. What y'all gonna do? You know?
that's what happens when we marry a simp, though.
And then,
That, that,
exactly. And then I say, and then on top of that, I still got my husband.
yeah, yeah. If you marry a sucker ass nigga, then yeah, of course, yeah, of course, you can brag about that. You can embarrass some, say all sorts of shit about Will. What did she
Yeah.
say the other day? She's like, yeah, he wasn't getting it up for me, and some shit like she embarrassed the shit out of him. Like this woman does not give a fuck about him.
But
And
yet
she
they
said
still
what?
together.
She said something about like them in bed together, like he couldn't get it up or something like that, or she was spilling the whole tea on him or some shit like that. I was just like, God damn. I was
See,
like,
and
what?
then
Yeah,
like you don't
yeah,
know
of
your
course.
audience. Like that's the
Yeah,
shame. Like
yeah.
I would
She
never do that.
knows. Yeah, she knows what she's doing though, because when you're a hoe, and then now you're married and you got kids and you're a running hoe,
Mm-hmm.
and you just but you're making crazy amounts of money. I mean, make all this money. Yeah, yeah. There's things. She's a glorified running hoe, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
agree
she's
with you with that.
glorified, But yeah, but like, when you have that lifestyle, yeah, I mean, of course. And then not to mention, and Will Smith overall, like I said, I can say I feel bad for him, but I don't because he had many times to leave that
That man
situation.
is still fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Mm-mm-mm.
he is, and he probably did his dirt. And the thing is, Will Smith probably did his dirt. I'll keep it real. He probably did his dirt. But the thing is, that's Will Smith. He cannot walk nowhere without 20, 30 security guards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He can't walk. Women want him. There's about 30 women that probably were, especially in the 90s when he was doing Independence Day, when he
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
really blew up. Well, where women were, he had truckloads of women ready to smash at every point he went. He could not walk nowhere. Will Smith was the it thing. So when you're dealing with a man like that who has women, he's going to cheat on you. Any entertainers, artists, rappers, athletes, he's going to cheat on you.
But I gotta admit, like the way how Will has always talked about Jada, he did even mention his downfalls, his infidelities in the relationship.
Oh yeah,
That's what caused their first breakup or separation. He admitted to that. He apologized for that. He made it up. Now, you know,
That's where he
I don't
fucked
know if
up.
it's yeah, I'm about to say I don't know if it's still continuing or whatever the case may be. Maybe it's just been built up, bottled up, and you do what you want, I do what I want. I don't give a fuck anymore because you did me wrong so many times, and I don't care anymore type attitude with Jada.
I mean,
But
I I
like,
I say right. So I think with Will, right? I think the point we're missing right here with Will, yeah, he did his dirt, but did he bring his dirt home? No,
no,
I don't think he brought his dirt home. I
yeah,
think
yeah,
we
exactly,
don't. But the
when
thing about it is, we don't know that.
exactly,
I'm pretty sure he
exactly,
do know.
exactly,
I'm pretty.
exactly. Yeah,
I
what
don't
is
hear
it?
his kids talking about like, oh yeah, my dad used to sleep with this one actress, and I don't hear that.
Yeah,
We don't hear none of those stories. You know why? Because Will did his dirt, and it was like, okay, Jada probably went through his phone and probably like, oh, you fucking around.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Jada had a whole man in the
Yeah.
house.
his son's
He
best
was
friend.
healing, healing,
Yeah, that's what you say, healing.
healing him.
when August was blowing it back out.
She was
Man,
healing another man in the same house. That
we have to heal.
I could you could cheat on me at many times. If you do some shit like that, hell no.
And then he started airing
I
that shit out.
at that point I'll be right. That's war. You starting war
Yeah,
right there.
yeah,
Okay, but
exactly. I
they
mean,
had
she was
separate
airing that shit out.
houses. Okay, but they had separate houses. They were separated. I think they still have separate houses and whatnot.
They
But
were separate that time.
during that time, I'm talking
No,
about the
Yeah,
aftermath
not
of
during
it.
that time. They were
No, I'm talking
together.
about I'm talking
They
about
were
the
together
aftermath
in the
of it.
same. Oh yeah, that okay. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, because I wouldn't want to live with her either. After that, like,
yeah.
but I mean, you just divorce. That my thing is, listen, Will, take the L, divorce her. You're gonna have to give her the money. I mean, you married her without a prenup, like an idiot. You were so in love. I mean, that motherfucker was stupid. He married her whole
that nigga,
ass.
because Tupac died, she was probably
Yeah,
sad about it, and then he married her.
yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
he what you call it? Yeah, no, he just went on and married her just because like I said, he was a rebound. Like dudes, like that dude, not even a rebound. He was just a simp ass nigga that was there. He was the Trey Songz. Trey
Mhm.
Songz type nigga. He's like, I can't help but wait. She was getting blasted by fucking Tupac and all the niggas,
I
and
can't
back
help
in
it.
the '90s. And so back then, we didn't have social media, so you didn't even know until it came out in the tabloids
Right.
or something like that. You know what I mean? But fucking yeah, nah, she went on and went with him. And the crazy part is she didn't want to marry him. Her mom had to talk her into it. That was crazy. And
Yeah.
so that was crazy to me. And I'm like, listen, she didn't want to be there from the start, but at the same time, she did it. And his ass was just so a big ass simp that he fucking, he just did whatever he could just to marry her.
Uh
Like
huh.
it's crazy to me how dudes be like simping like that.
Yeah.
And so this and thing is he has to suffer. So I'm telling Will, just take the L, dog. You're still worth hundreds of millions of dollars after the divorce.
Yeah. At this point, the money don't matter. Fuck it.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta go,
I
dog.
like. At this point, the money don't matter. I can't be with you. I would block her from like his kids are 18. I will block her from
Maybe there's something
everything.
like underlying.
What
You
you
never
say?
know. Maybe there's like something underlying. Like,
What the hell is underlying?
they probably have like a contract or like some type of, I don't know, like if you divorce me, I'm taking everything, including
Bitch,
the money that you
at
made from
this
your money.
point, take everything.
Yeah,
Everything. I don't want no
Oh,
embarrassment. I will go to a fucking island where I don't have to see the news for the next 5 years. I would get
exactly.
divorced. I'd be like, I'm finally free from this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And then you
Yeah,
can still talk to your kids. I would just block her from everything.
yeah. I mean, like there's nothing to discuss at that point. Like when you air my laundry out like that,
Yeah.
air
mm-hmm.
my dirty laundry, and then you say,
Saying he can't get up. Like, that's, come on, that's low.
she going down,
Yeah.
yeah, or some shit like that. Like she was saying some crazy shit. And then when your man defends you, you say, "I didn't need nobody to defend me."
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Come on
you know
now.
what I mean? Like, you
This
know,
man slapped somebody on live television. Could have got an assault
yeah,
charge, went to jail. Could have all that shit could have happened.
yeah,
All that
and
shit could have happened. But
yeah,
then she's saying, "I don't need one to defend me. I don't even your own. You supposed to need your man to defend you
She's
for
she's
one.
hurt. Okay, she is a hurt woman,
Hurt for
and
what?
she from probably what Will did. Okay, from
What did
whatever
Will
years
do?
ago. Okay, he
well,
probably cheated.
yeah,
He probably.
that's
Or you know
yeah,
what? You know what?
yeah,
He probably got
yeah.
something, and we just don't know.
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean, yeah, no, I mean, there's rumors out there too. I mean, they've been putting rumors out there that he's bisexual or gay or something like that. There's been rumors for the longest time about
that
Will,
or he
or
could
he could have
not
cheated.
speaking
And like
on.
I said, a woman scorn, a woman scorn is she gives you the cold shoulder. That's the coldest thing in the world is a woman scorn.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah, I
so she
understand that part, but at the same time, you got to understand what you do when you get in the industry. That's the sacrifice you do when you get in that type of industry.
Yep.
You gotta understand that your man's gonna cheat on you. But the thing is, he never brought that shit home. He
Never.
never did. Never brought it home.
we don't know that.
No,
We don't know that.
exactly,
Jada probably
exactly,
knows that. And
exactly. Yeah,
like I said, he
we
might have
definitely
got
don't
some
know.
fleas. He might have got
Hey,
some fleas sleeping out
he
there with
did
them
his job.
dogs.
Hey, he did his
No,
job then. Shit.
no, you're not
Exactly.
listening. You're not listening. That dog probably slept and came home with some fleas. He probably did. Y'all know what I mean by that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right
Okay.
then. So we don't know that. We don't know
Hey,
that.
This man makes
I'm
millions of
sorry,
dollars. You really
this man with fleas is worth $400 million.
exactly. You really think he about to sleep with somebody with fleas?
You never know. He probably came home and everything was good. She probably got the fleas now, She probably, some of the story that's been underlined with them too. We
They got
don't
the
know
money to
that.
get rid of. They got the money though.
They
That's the
got the
same.
money.
Hey, they got the resources. So with that situation, they got the
Okay,
resources to
I
get rid of
mean,
to
I'm
handle
saying
it. You know them. You know they got that celebrity serum where they give to celebrities.
Yeah.
They got that secret
And
serum
magically
that they
cure
don't
from
tell them
cancer.
they can cure celebrities cancer out of nowhere.
still at the end of the day though, but like, even if that came to me, I think that would literally probably break me. You know what I mean? If
Okay,
that happened to me, that would probably break me to the point where it's like, I mean, I don't give a fuck no more. You didn't give a fuck, so I completely, and like how you said, a woman with a cold shoulder. I mean, yeah, when you're done, you're
yeah,
done.
oh yeah,
You can cry and plead all you want to, but I'm done, and it's
exactly.
okay. And you know what? At the end of the day, this marriage could be, a contract. You still want to be together? Okay, cool. I don't give a fuck though. I want you to understand that. If you still
Yeah,
want to
no,
be together just
Mm.
for the title of it, just because we're a family, that's fine. But just know that I don't give a fuck. Those are probably questions. I mean, not questions. Those are probably conversations they had as a family together that we don't know. Social media puts out all the negativity for
mm,
our entertainment. You
And
know,
her. And
yeah.
her. She does it too.
oh yeah,
Well, what I'm
Red
saying
table talk.
is, in general, like social media, including the Red Table Talk, all that, we see negativity because we like that shit, right? It's entertainment
oh,
to us, but we don't know what type of conversations they be having behind them closed doors. Like again,
yeah. None of my
they
business.
can have a contract. Yeah, it could be a
Ain't none
business.
of my business unless you tell me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is
So
it?
what she probably already told Will, like, you know what? I'm gonna do this, and I'm not gonna give a fuck. You
Why
did
didn't
this to me.
but why didn't she say that on the red table talk?
Yeah,
It
you know what I
ain't none
mean.
of our business. We don't.
She
She,
aired out
but
all this
you
information
know what I
that
mean. Like she,
Mm.
she's airing out all this shit herself.
yeah, she.
I'd
We
say
didn't
that
ask.
Like I said, Will, my little imagination wonderlands probably thinking Will probably came home with some fleas that we don't know about to this day. Gave
Okay.
her a little bit doses of them motherfucking fleas or something of the sort. It may not be fleas. It may be fucking, I don't know, fucking rainwater, some shit that she didn't want. You know, it could be fuck. I don't know, but it's
Yeah.
something that she didn't probably want, and it really just that snapping and breaking point, and that was that.
Okay. I mean, it could have been that, but the thing is, any common sense would tell me, okay, it's time to divorce this person, or it's time to move on. They didn't
yeah.
divorce. They've been together. They're going 20. What is it? 27 years now, or some shit like that.
They got some type of, maybe that marriage is probably worth,
hey, it's
I
time to
don't know,
leave.
$62.7 thousand trillion. I don't know.
What a pimp once told me, when it's time to go, it's time to go. And when
That's
and
a real pimp. A real pimp told you that.
a real pimp named Tony. I told you about him. Hey, shoot. Yeah, nah, pimp named Tony, RIP to the homie. But yeah, nah, he said when it's time to go, it's time to go. And so I'm just like, yeah, why would you stay there for 20 plus years if this shit was bad? If this shit was really bad to a point where it's like unbearable, where you can't live with a person or you can't do this with a person, why do you leave? And this is my thing too. When I talk, it's the same thing I talk to about girls who are in those abusive relationships. I'd be like, baby, why'd you leave? You've been with this man
That's
10 years or something.
Matter of fact, that could be another thing too. I remember seeing on social media, like Will could possibly be abused, mentally, physically, not, well,
Oh,
maybe physically and verbally abused by her, and he just don't know how to break away. That could also be another
oh,
thing. We don't talk about it
yeah. I
because
mean,
we
yeah,
don't we don't
probably.
portray our
No, yeah,
men.
we see it on live television.
Yeah, we see. She
Yeah.
recorded him. She recorded him one time, and he almost snapped on her. And so I don't know. It's an older video, but yeah, he's a simp though. A simp.
Yeah,
He's a simp that doesn't know his ways. He's like when you're a
he's a
simp,
nice. He's what women refer to as a nice guy.
you
That
know.
man probably might be mentally abused, just don't know how to run away, and
That's
he
what I'm saying.
needs
Yeah,
the
he's,
help.
he's a simp.
He's a nice guy. So nice guys don't necessarily have
Yeah.
the mental capacity to respond to everything because they feel like they're people pleasers and they
Okay.
have to make
Yeah.
sure people feel good around them. So he probably avoids speaking to her in a certain way and just wait and let that shit bottle up, and then
Mhm.
eventually he snaps. So
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure he probably snapped 3 4 times in that marriage because of all the shit they've been going through. Because he probably just silent, not saying shit about it.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
And
Nah.
she probably
He's a simp.
that. Then again, she might have something on him that can probably go to jail. He probably trying to save his ass.
Oh yeah, they
I
all
don't
those celebrities, got some on each other.
Hey, what's his
know.
name? Old boy on the Instagram said, "Buy a dog and die alone." But yeah,
Buy a
shout out
dog
to
and die
you.
alone.
Exactly. I mean, like I said, move the fuck on. Why are you gonna be in these relationships? Like my thing is, and that never made sense. Is hey, what's good, Rebel Richie? But my thing is, why do people stay when it's time to go? And I can't. The thing is, I can't really fault. I can't fault Jada because she already gave signs in the early stages of their marriage that she was a running hoe.
Yeah,
She was
I
already
mean
a running hoe when he
she gave
found
the
her.
sign on the wedding day. Like that
She
was
gave on the
Yeah.
wedding day. You
I
know,
can't blame Jada at all. I blame Will for this whole thing.
yeah, that's Will's fault. Like I said, I don't blame Jada. She's a hoe. She's doing what she naturally does.
Yeah,
When somebody, that's why I say I take people as they are. I don't take people how I want them. And so when
Uh-uh.
you got to take it from how they are. And if she's giving you signs that she's a hoe, because they're gonna tell you. But men ignore
Mhm.
that shit because they love you. There's some signs that you can give toxic red flags, but if
yep.
a man loves you, he's gonna
He'll
ignore it.
overlook that shit. He'll look.
He'll overlook big time. You know, your dad would be telling you, he's like, son, I don't know about this girl, son. Hey, this girl might be fast, son. He's like, nah, dad, I love her, father. I love her. You cannot keep us away
Shut
from
up,
each other.
daddy.
Fuck you, dad. you know, you can be doing so. Yeah, yep,
I
exactly.
see
Yeah,
that.
oh boy, spitting facts on chat. But what's the name? Yeah, nah, men are definitely we're simple creatures, really. If you really break a man down, we're really simple creatures. You give men five things, they'll give you the world.
Yep.
You know, you give them simple five things. I mean, they'll give you the world, and
Shit. Some men you give them two things.
you know, two of those five things, they'll give you the
Yeah.
world. They'll go to war for
Okay.
you. And so
Mm.
we're not we're not we're not as complex as some of you ladies think. I'm telling you, we're not complex. We're very simple. You know what I mean? There's a dude I know right now. This woman said he looked handsome probably like 20 plus years ago when he was a
Mhm.
little kid. He goes to that store religiously down in Flint, where I'm from. So originally I'm from Flint, Michigan. He remembers her to this day. He goes to that store, only that store, to support her because she told him he was handsome that one day. I remember we went. I was a little. I think I was like 8, 9 years old. He was 7, and for 20 plus years, he's been going to that store.
To that
So
same lady.
the same lady, just because you gave him a compliment, because yeah, that we remember that shit. We don't get compliments like that. Like men, like women are supposed to be the pretty and beautiful ones. Men are supposed to be the rugged and working ones.
And that's sad because
I mean,
masculinity shouldn't reflect about who you are. And I think it goes into the underlines of like how men are raised compared different to women. We are held, us women are held to such a high standard, from growing up, keeping up with our hair, keeping up with our face, keeping up with clothes, can't wear this, can't do this, and everything of the sort.
yeah,
Men are pretty much free, just get a haircut, make sure your clothes look sharp and have some money in your pocket, pretty much. It's no good, you know.
yeah. I mean, like I said, yeah, there's an upside, there's a downside.
Mm,
Downside is nobody gives a fuck if it's a man. It's a nobody gives a fuck. Like
mm,
nobody truly, not even other men care.
yeah,
Women, you have support groups, you have everything, and everything. You have that support system from the girls. Men, you're like, hey man, toughen the fuck up. Come on, dog.
Yeah.
Stop being a bitch. Let's go. We don't have that support system. That's why it's like, what is it, like 75% of men commit suicide, like out of all suicides. And so, yeah, no, I mean it's a major issue. I mean, but at the same time, I'm like, it's just different. It's different. I know we're in an age now where we try to confuse things, where it's like, if he can do it, I can do it, and
yeah.
it doesn't really work that way, unfortunately, in
Mm,
the world.
that I can agree with. That I can agree with. But I feel personally that goes into reflection of like men not knowing, understanding truly what we want when we voice it, and they try to be like, okay, like fuck it, try it here, instead of be like, I don't know, like ask and see what we can do better, to make it more equal. For instance, just an example, like I don't know, like picking up a 500-pound dumbbell, for instance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all pick it up with ease. Us, we gotta think about, I don't know, our titties, our ass, how we look
Mm-hmm.
at it, the squat to it, our hips and everything of the sort. If we, it's just all these little factors that play in the part of it.
Yeah,
And
which is why
we
which
can
is
do
why we
it.
should delineate certain things. We
Yeah, I'm
should
about to
just
say we could
delineate.
do it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's gonna take a while. It might take a while. We do have them sheroes out here that be doing their thing or whatnot. But we can get there. But it might take a while. We just can't be like y'all automatically, if that makes sense.
I
Yeah, I
say
You
mean,
know.
I
But
say
we
no.
but we want that equality.
Yeah. I
yeah,
say that
Mhm.
the true masculine man, I would say true masculine man because I know there's some people who are not masculine. But the true masculine man does not want to be like a woman. I'll tell you right now, I me trying to raise kids by myself,
Mhm.
that shit is hard. Like that's for a man that is I know a woman is better at me than that. I know that I do not desire to do something like that, like raise kids like on my own, or let's say like what are the things women are like known for, like being good, like just caretaking and stuff like that, nurturing. Like a true masculine man knows it is not his place to nurture; it's his place to
Mhm.
set discipline and things of that nature. I think
yeah,
we got too far away from understanding what our actual role is in society, and because what comes natural to us is what we should apply to our life, not like things that are that we kind of like feel we should do.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like
Because
feeling
a lot of
based,
times everything's like feelings based, you know. Oh yeah, I
man,
feel like men should be, you
man.
know, cooking and cleaning and shit. I mean, well, yeah, which is fine, but shit, like you want the house burn down or what? You know what I'm saying? Or like, do you really want a man to like put on an apron every day and you know what I'm saying,
I
do
don't
those
think
type of
it's just
things?
that. It's the fact that back in the day, it was more of the man doing 70%, as in paying all the bills in the house, putting food on the table, and making
Yeah,
sure we got clothes on our backs, while the women took care of the house, and then that man, after working such a long day at home, at work or whatever, coming home to a hot cooked meal with his bath water ran and his clothes ironed for the next day and lunch packed for the morning, you know,
yeah,
that's back then, and that's kind of going out the window because women are working now. You know, women are starting to do what men do. We have job opportunities that men do now. You know, we out there. I fucking change tires. I'm driving 18 wheelers and shit like that. Nobody will be like, yeah, I do that shit. You know why? I don't know. I just like it. You know, doing something different. But some days, yeah, I want my man to come home and fucking make me a hot meal. You know, I'm
Yeah,
tired.
some days, yeah.
You know, but again, that like the simple.
But
I
nowadays, it seems
we
like
make an
every
excuse,
they want that blend, like they want that 50-50, like
and there's no such thing as 50-50, which
that's what I'm
I
saying.
really,
There's not ain't
yeah,
no such
it's no such
thing.
thing. Yeah, and I think that's where we right now. I think we're probably in a time realm, and we're still fairly young, right? I'm talking about society in general, right? America in general. We're still
Yeah,
fairly young. We're still trying to learn how to accept any and everybody in our cultural grounds in America. I can't speak for anybody else in any other culture, country of the sort. We're still trying to live or understand what the American dream is, you know, and trying to make everybody happy along with all of our amendments, you know, our equal rights and everything of the sort. Um, where was I going with that? I completely drew a blank.
It's all,
Yeah.
it's all good. I see what you're saying though, and I like the idea and everything, but it used to be simple. And
yeah,
in the past 67 years, it got complicated.
super
And
complicated.
that's because
Yes.
women finally spoke up and we actually had a voice. We wanted more. You know, we get tired of doing the same shit. We like to explore. We want to know. We're curious. We want to help. We want to be there. You know, the nurturing in us, that's natural for us, right? That you were talking about. And then when it comes to, you know, the way how things, you know, we want this and everything, the blended equality and stuff like that. Well, on my opinion, we make excuses a lot nowadays, you know, instead of, you know, just going with the flow for any and every such reason. And a biggest thing that I think a lot of issues we have in society now is that we're trying to understand and accept the fact that men have emotions and have I don't know how to put it,
Uh,
like feelings, emotions, you know, they have more than just being simple, you know. Uh,
That's never gonna be.
but yeah,
That's never, yeah.
but
Huh?
yeah, the thing about this is it it was simple to a point.
Yeah,
So when it was more simple, we're more together. We're the most loneliest generation. Statistics shows we're the most loneliest generation out of all the generations that came before us.
yeah.
Back when all those
All of us
men,
are single.
yeah, all
All
of
of
us,
us are
you know,
single,
but why would
dating
y'all want that
barely.
traditional? Now listen,
the tradition, like I said, I understand, and there was some toxic. I know we all heard our horror stories with the one thing that happened with our grandma or this and that. But thing
Yeah,
is, they were together. Like most grandmas and great grandmas, they were together for 50, 70 plus years
yeah,
together. Do all that, do, and it's not going to be perfect. Like I said, it's not going to be the white picket fence with a house, a two-story
hmm
house, and kids playing in the front yard while the dad's grilling. It may not have been that, and
but you got
it may not have been that. Like I said, my bad. I don't want to interrupt you.
go ahead.
Yeah, no, but yeah, no, it may not have been that, but at the same time, it worked. You know what I mean? And that's the bottom line.
You
It
ready?
worked, and,
You
and
ready?
so yeah, I see. You get
what?
that chicken. That's
Okay, you know, because I just went over this subject in psychology class. Okay,
okay,
I'm actually in one of my classes that I'm studying right now is problems in society. So
okay.
this was a huge topic that we talked about, and
Oh shit.
yeah, one of the things I had mentioned was, for an example, was that women, black women, never had a voice in their house. I was taught never to have a voice in my house. I wasn't allowed to, you know, speak out of place. I wasn't allowed to voice my opinions and stuff, right? So
Hmm.
slavery is still fairly new, you know. I'm not gonna say like fairly new, but it's still so much shit that is being discovered, you know, with slavery. America in general is still a baby to society. You know, we're still trying to understand it, right? So we
Yeah,
take on the times of, you know, the 20th century and whatnot. You know, when women are dating, you had that traditional relationship, right? women weren't allowed to really speak and voice their piece. They did everything in their power underneath their men. They were underneath their men. As in, I could do what I can for my man to make sure my what you call it, my kids and me got clothes on our back, we got food to eat, because I'm gonna take care. I'm doing this for the care of my kids. I'm not necessarily doing this for me, but I'm doing it for necessary care of my kids, you know.
For you too,
But
yeah.
I got a roof over my head. I got a roof
You
over my
benefiting too.
head.
You know, this ain't no Sealy color purple stuff, woman. What is
Hold
it? You getting
on.
your gun knocked in or something? Give me a shame. Get your ass over here, woman. You know, I like, yeah, like I said, that's what I'm talking about. This is what Kevin Samuels was talking about. That right there, the
But
color purple in a Black America, and goddamn, it just came to mind too. And so, yeah, that's the horror story I was talking about. So, what's called, yeah, Black women had a voice. You see your grandma and grandpa, they arguing back and forth, we're
that
talking shit to each other.
yes,
Yeah,
but
Black
that
women
now
always
what they
had a
can't.
voice.
What the
It
hell
was
they
just a
gonna do?
different time back then. That's the thing. There's a difference between it just being the time and them having a voice. They had their voice. Women had their voice. Men, but the thing is, if they felt like it wasn't heard, and let's just say that was the case, I'll just, I'll play devil's advocate. Let's just
Okay.
say let's just say that was the case.
Mhm.
What was it? Let's just say, yeah, that was the case. But at the end of the day, they had it all. I don't mind, and like me, I don't
So
mind.
why my feelings gotta get hurt just because I
Yeah,
gotta have it all? I was what's that
hey,
damn Medea
some
movie?
people, most
Death
people
at a
nowadays.
Funeral.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and that's fine. But like I said, a marriage is about sacrifice, and a
Yes,
marriage is about sacrifice. It's not happiness. Everybody thinks marriage is about only happiness. No,
that's right.
no,
You are
it's
right.
not. It's not about lovey-dovey happiness and everything. It's about duty. It's about responsibility,
Mhm.
because everybody has a role to play, and we've known this for thousands of years. Thousands of years.
Okay.
We've been able to come together for
Hundreds of
thousands of
thousands.
years,
Hundreds of thousands.
hundreds of thousands, whatever, however you want to call it, since the
Okay.
Neanderthals. I think I butchered that name, but still.
No, no, you said it right. You said it right.
Okay, but yeah, so we've figured out ways to come together for thousands of years, and now all of a sudden, in the past 60, 70 years, we don't know anymore. And no,
Because psychology finally came out and talked about it. So
yeah,
we have sociologists that are finally coming out and talking about it. You
yeah,
know, it takes one person's voice to actually say the shit, and then of course we look at him as the outcast. You know, we might ostracize that person, but now we got
yeah,
millions of people talking about the same shit. Okay, now it's a problem. We see that we should talk
yeah.
about this issue. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
like
Check
and
out
stuff like that.
Black demographic. Yeah, check out the Black. Also, y'all, if anybody watching this, check out Black demographic. I mean, especially for like just Black people alone, because I can speak for other races and everything, but check out Black demographic. It's gonna hit you with all the actual details and everything. But
Hmm.
it's crazy. It's crazy how like we just haven't figured it out, and so we haven't figured out, and like we just forgot everything we did for thousands of years. But the thing is, it was easier. And yes, there's feelings. Yes, there's I feel like my voice don't get heard. Sometimes the man's voice don't get heard, and
Hmm.
we just take it,
Yeah.
and we just take it because we got to keep it pushing, regardless of how we feel or anything. This is why men, we don't really talk about our feelings, because regardless, we got to keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Regardless. I mean, it don't matter. I like, God damn, my fucking, my best friend died, but I still gotta fucking pay this mortgage.
Hmm.
You be working a whole shift knowing that your best friend died, and you gotta work that shift, and you gotta take it, and you gotta fucking take it. Most men, 99% of the men are never gonna be that high value man or anything like that, or however you call it. They'll never see anything north of $100,000. And this is why I advocate for financial freedom, because what's called, once you financially free yourself, don't not to just be rich, but to financially free yourself. And most men, they're not. They're working dead end jobs, but of course, they have families and everything. They're coming home, and most of them have to fight a war back home, and most men don't want to
Hmm.
deal with that. And so, men's feelings don't get talked about a lot either. But the thing is, we still got to keep it pushing. And so, and that's the thing, and that's the one thing too. I don't want men to focus on feelings either. No matter how much we have, we got to keep pushing. Like I do recommend, if you got to go to therapy every once in a while, then do your thing. Just because you want to vent to somebody other than your wife or your girlfriend or your family, because you don't know if they're going to bring it back to you on an argument. Because girls are ruthless when they argue. I ain't gonna lie, y'all can be ruthless. You'll be like, you're like, that's why your dad cheated on your mom. That's why.
Period.
That's why. Y'all toxic.
That's why you got shit stains
So
in your motherfucking drawers.
yeah, that's why your dad hit you or some shit. Y'all know how to argue, and like I said, at the end of the day, all the studies show that women are smarter than men. It's always been a thing, and your voices are heard. Yeah, and you really, I don't think people realize what it really was. Like I get it; it's easy to listen to that one horror story where a man beat the shit out of his wife every day, and then you exaggerate it and then you put it in every single home in America. And you say, this is how it was back in the 50s. The food wasn't cooked right. The man beat you. No. Most men back then were gentlemen. Most men back then were gentlemen. They weren't allowed to hit women. If anybody in the neighborhood found out dude was beating on his wife fully, the whole neighborhood, the men, all the other men will come in and beat his ass.
Did you know? I don't know if you remember this, Reggie, but like back in North Carolina, there was a church, or like in front of the courthouse, it was legal way back. I think that I don't know if that law is still in effect or whatnot.
To bring your wife in and beat her.
You could beat her right there in front of the courthourhouse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I remember back then you can call black people niggas left and right. That was probably at the same time. So I mean, there's a lot of toxic shit in America. I mean, I remember, what was it, like 200 years ago? You can own us.
Yeah,
Really your property. So there's a lot of toxic shit in America. America's not perfect. It's
not
shit
one
ain't
bit.
perfect.
The American dream is just a dream.
We'll be in the back of the bus right now talking about this. We wouldn't have no podcast. We'd be in the back of the bus talking about it. Like, you crazy, Ruben. He's like, quiet woman. We be in the back of the bus. This is all this would be. Just us shooting the shit in the back of the bus. Trying not to piss off no white man. You feel me?
Like, can y'all niggas hush?
Shut up, niggas. Keep your ass up. We don't got time for that monkey shit. Oh man. But yeah, you get what I'm saying though? I'm just like, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of Color Purple like stories out there. There's gonna be a lot of what's that movie where the girls, like the wife is beating the shit out of the husband all the time? Or there's a lot of Norbit stories. You ever seen the movie Norbit?
Yeah.
I could literally tell y'all every line from Norbit. That is my motherfucking movie.
That's my movie too. He's like, what's it? Nah, that shit. What's his name? Oh boy, Peck Poppin'. He's like Nipopolis. Nah, but yeah, nah. Society is is going through a shit show right now. It really is. It's in the shit show that we got ourselves into. Yeah. So we wanted to, and the thing is, and I'm not, a lot of people are gonna come on me and say, oh no, you sexing this, that. It's like, no, I'm a realist. We're realists here. And so, the new age now, it doesn't work. The new age relationship, new age everything, new age anything, doesn't work.
Like I said, I feel like it's showing more excuses to try to accept any and everybody for all issues and problems instead of trying to resolve them or fix them.
No, and we can come together. It's just it's so hard because everybody wants to be. Everybody has an idea now where they can get better than what they truly are. Yeah, and that's what's been put into everybody. Everybody thinks they're better than what they truly are, and they're usually not.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of girls out there. I'm independent. I don't need no man. I'm different. Guess how many women said that probably that week? Yeah, there's probably millions that said that same line. I don't need no man. Fuck that nigga. But then something like that. They probably said some crazy stuff, or there's some dude saying he's like, man, I should have two girls on my lap right now and this and that, and he's a plumber. You know what I mean? And so there's a lot of people that think, and there's a lot, which is a good job too. It's a good profession, but
Mm-hmm.
and so, like I said, I mean, a lot of people think they're better than what they truly are, and that's the issue because we got instant gratification like that on the internet. Everything is in the tip and in the palm of our hand. We can have everything.
Going viral,
Viral, yeah.
shit like that. Just like,
Hopefully, this video.
And then,
But yeah,
like, and then on top of that, we really don't need to talk to anybody. No, we got virtual reality now, so
oh yeah,
yeah.
yep. Swipe right.
swipe right on every Colombian.
Yes, sir.
Oh
Mm-mm-mm.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm discriminate. I take them all. Bring your ass over here.
Period.
Bring your
Period.
ass over here, Ling Ling.
I do. Link. Put him in the
I'm
bushes.
Norbit.
Put in the
Uh,
bushes.
yeah, yeah, that's what it was. It's like Ling Ling, open your mouth. Yeah, what's his name? But yeah, let's keep it pushing though. I don't want to get too down. I know this is a TED talk. You see what I'm saying though? This shit can easily go for a while we're gabbing.
I'm enjoying it.
I know,
Let's
me too.
go. Let's go.
I tell you, we gabbing. There you go, Hercules. We got it. But yeah, but let's go on to the next topic. Let's talk about that Cam Newton fight.
Man,
Yeah.
I can't stand this shit, man. Cam Newton do all this. He do all this fucking work for the youth. He goes
Yeah.
out. He get these undeserving. Well, I won't say undeserving. He get these deserving kids right usually without fathers. Usually without that male role model in their life. And he
Yep.
comes in and he puts on a show for them. And I don't know if you've seen his videos, but they're the normal
Yeah.
thing to do is talk shit to Cam Newton of all people. Like, why are you talking shit to Cam Newton?
And he
You
gave
feel
you the opportunity to be here.
Yeah.
exactly, man. What's wrong with these fucking kids, dog? Like,
Yeah.
if that
And
was me, and when I was in high school, yes
yeah.
sir, no sir, to Cam
Yeah.
Newton. Even if you
Exactly.
told me not to, yes sir, no sir. You know what I'm saying? That this is an opportunity of a lifetime to learn from a professional, someone who went to the Super Bowl. And these
Mm-hmm.
kids nowadays are disrespectful, man. Like,
Because they
Well,
want the, you know what I realized? A lot of, well, I didn't realize, but we talked about it. But we had a topic on it actually that teens want to be heard. Children want to be heard. We don't pay attention to a lot of our, back in the day, like I said, growing up, my voice was not heard, and that kind of hurt. But
yeah.
nowadays, children want to be heard, and they talk. They
yeah,
Keep
talk.
it as, like I said, listen, when I was a kid, I wanted to be heard too. We don't want to, but we got to get there though. There's
yeah,
a
we
reason
got to
why
get there.
you got to get there. You can't just want it because you feel like it.
I feel
Every
like it's a certain way to go about it, though. I don't
true,
think a lot. And
true,
then then again, those children probably never taught that.
yeah,
Like you can talk, but they're probably outside shooting the shits, and we don't know how they were acting in school.
yeah. I
We don't
mean,
know. And how affected, like you said, they didn't have no fathers, probably no mothers or whatever. Their mothers probably out there doing whatever the case may be. So, true. In all honesty, I feel like it falls back on the parents more than anything.
So so on that one, so it wasn't the kids. My fault. I also forgot to mention that part. So it wasn't the kids Cam was fighting. A kid came in and punched Cam Newton from the back or something like that. But it wasn't the kids because Cam Newton's 6'4", 270 pounds, and so what's called it wasn't the kid. He was fighting the coaching staff of top shelf recruits. So this was coaches that they were small, and so
Oh shit.
yeah, he was fighting the coaching staff. My fault. Yeah, before I get past that. So the coaching staff, I guess they got into it or something. I don't know what transpired. You know,
But
after
still, even though that little kid know damn well his ass should have stayed on grown folks' business. It
but
don't matter.
true, but true. And so my thing is, uh, yeah, like when you're given an opportunity to work with like Cam Newton, and Cam Newton in the past has also been disrespected at his training camps. There's been videos out there, people talking
Yeah,
shit
that's
to
what I'm
him.
saying.
Yeah, there's videos out there of him being disrespected at his training camp. So it's like a known thing that he goes through, and Cam even came out and apologized too, and we should have said that. But the thing is, when you go back to the hood and you see there's a lot of ungrateful people out there, because there's a lot of ungrateful people out there, that are given the
Mm-hmm.
opportunity. They think it should just be given to them, like the instant gratification thing I was talking about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is my thing. I'm like, hey, if there's gonna be so many ungrateful people to be given the opportunity to work with me, then I probably should just distance myself for a minute. But at the same time, that means you're taking away helping out children, though. You know what I mean? So I get where Cam's coming from when he's doing these camps, because he wants to help these kids out in these low income areas, and he goes to them and he helps these people out. He helps these kids get to that next level where he was at. And not even 5, 6 years ago, Cam was the greatest athlete, one of the greatest athletes in the planet. You know what I mean? And now, after his career and everything, now he's a free agent. He's still a free agent, or what's called? Is he fully
He's still
retired?
a free agent, but I guess he's not. He's not really getting signed to any
Yeah,
team.
he's not getting signed, and so yeah, like he's at a point now in his career. He's probably going to retire soon, so he wants to give back. And a person that gives back is probably a generous person. And within that generosity, there's people that take advantage of it. There's people
Yeah,
that
I think
take
I think my thing is
or take it for
50 Cent,
granted.
right? I read a lot of 50 Cent books. The most important thing I ever caught like from 50 Cent is never find loyalty in location. So where you come from, you do not have to be loyal to those people. You do
No,
not. Like
yeah,
as much as I love Houston, I love Houston. I love Texas, but the
yeah,
people there, I don't have any loyalty to maybe three of those people. I
yeah.
don't have loyalty to that location specifically just because I come from there. Because them motherfuckers, if I make it big, the motherfuckers will do anything in their power to get a piece of that.
Oh yeah,
So I think that's what Cam Newton's going through. He made it big. Now he's trying to give it back to that same location he came from, Atlanta, Georgia,
yeah,
and they have no loyalty for him because they just want a piece of that fame. They want a piece of that pie. They trying to make big off their name so they can get something, get something out of it.
yeah. They're in it to get something out of it, which you should be in a training camp. You want to soak up as much knowledge as you can,
And the
and
right
so
way, right?
in
You
the
want to
right
do
way,
the
in the
right
right way,
thing.
in the right way.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing too. And I don't have any loyalty to the location. Like I said, I'm from Flint, Michigan. I'm from South Texas. I moved out here, and because I was just like, yeah, I don't have any loyalty, because like I said, if I make it big, there's gonna be people swarming my DMs and everything or whatnot, trying to get a piece of it, but they wouldn't really care. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
wouldn't truly care or want to be there. So yeah, for Cam, the way like the thing he's doing, I mean, he's doing his thing, and the thing is, you can't knock him for trying. You know what I mean? Can't
Yeah.
knock him, you can't knock him for trying, because I would probably want to go back to Flint, but I know how ghetto and how fucking ignorant Flint can be. It's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
ghetto. Like my old hood. Nah, it's some hood niggas and shit like that. Like shit can start popping off at any minute. You feel me?
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
so what's called it, yeah, like you gotta understand that, and but you want to give back, because you also got to remember you're also a product of that environment, and so
Yeah.
you want to put out good product, and so I guess
Where,
that's
where you
where. Oh,
where
go
you
ahead.
from, Campos? Where you from, Tyetta?
San Antonio, Texas, born and raised, y'all.
I see,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
yeah, not too far, but yeah,
Yeah.
what's the name? But yeah, no, I mean, I get where Cam was coming from. The props I really give to is his hat. That shit stayed on the whole fight. that fight where I don't know what hats the hats that man be wearing. He be wearing some crazy ass hats.
Nice
Yeah.
though. I like them.
Yeah, he be wearing some crazy ass hats. I'm like, what the fuck? How the fuck
He.
did that hat stay on? You know
Yeah. That
hats
was
where his
wild.
dreadlocks come out. I'm just
Yeah.
like, man, how did that shit stay on so long? This dude was getting jumped by like 7 people. He was tossing them around and everything. And
Yeah.
Cam's a
Yeah.
big dude.
You
Cam's a
see
big
everybody
dude.
flying and shit, and his head
Yeah,
just standing
I
still. Like
think
what the fuck?
personally, wherever he goes, because he has so much, even in his location, and then wherever he goes, he needs have security, a bodyguard with
Yeah, he's
him.
gonna need
You know,
security because yeah,
but I can understand personally, like feeding off of what you said. You trying to give back to your community. You don't want all that shit. I want you to see the real me. So I'm gonna come here just me. I'm not gonna have all the security to show I
yeah,
got money to pay for
correct.
these people and stuff like
Yeah,
that. So
yeah,
I can understand from that aspect, but
Until it's too late. And you end up like Nipsey
yeah,
Hussle.
but
You
you
end up
have
like
yeah,
all
but
these
you
other
also
fucking
have to
rappers.
understand. But I think he does have a strong ground and a strong sense. Like I know what the fuck I'm getting myself into. But
yeah,
I mean, after now, especially, I know what the hell I'm getting myself into. But I'm gonna keep on pushing, just to create a legacy or start something for these children. Like there is hope, no matter
yeah,
what. If I do it and it fails, I know somebody else can pick it up and
Mm-hmm.
piggyback off of what I did and probably make it even better and continuing on.
yeah,
And
yeah.
just
No,
starting that impact is like really, really good. So kudos to him, especially. And I honestly would say like just keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop. Like don't stop. If you know that's what you want to do, if you want to get back and help, do it. And just look at all the failed plans and obviously make them better. You know.
yeah, yeah. And the thing is, he did. Like I said, that's the thing though. Once you get like attached, or once you have a certain soft spot, people will take advantage of it. And so
Mm-hmm.
what's called, but yeah, at the same time, yeah. So next time you probably should have security. I'd probably just get security next time and make sure, we can hash that shit out and be like, hey, listen, the second y'all start arguing with me, you can get the fuck out. Because
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to play
And
that. Like,
especially in front of the children.
and
Like,
the
come on
children,
now.
yeah.
You know, like
That wasn't a good look. And hopefully, whoever, what was it, Top Shelf Athletics or something like that was working with
Yeah.
Cam. And they came out and said, he was talking shit and everything. And Cam said he was. So, props to Cam for keeping it
Regardless
real.
if he's talking shit or not. Like, come on
Yeah.
now, dog.
for
Yeah.
sure. You never know. He could have been talking shit. Like y'all could have done better as coaches.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
Like
know.
he could have been going crazy, but still, at the same time, that's an environment with children. They
Hmm.
should have kept it professional and should have kept it,
The
PG.
kid still punched me in the back of the head though. That's kind
Yeah,
of
that one kid, yeah, that was punching on him. Oh,
yeah, shit fucked up.
I got you. I got you. But yeah, let me see what's up with this speaking of football, let me see what's up with that Tyreek Hill case, because I'm just like, or Tyreek Hill. Yeah, Tyreek Hill.
Hey, why is Tyreek Hill like? Why is he always involved? Like Tyreek Hill better
Yeah.
not become Antonio Brown, man.
Nah, he's in
Like
Miami though. He's in Miami. As a history.
Miami is not a good area for any athlete, man. Because goddamn, they be motherfucking. They be doing some shady shit over there.
And all
Miami,
these tabloids and shit, they're bringing up
all
all
the
this
fucking.
history now.
I don't know if you ever been to Miami, but like when you just walk up and down the strip, they're like worker girls that are just like you can't even talk to a girl without her saying how much. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What you mean
Yeah,
how
simply
much?
in Vegas.
Oh
So
yeah, I mean
I did my
Vegas is
research.
obvious. I'm talking about Miami though. When you go to Miami, you on the beach. You think you talking to like a bad bitch. She over here entertaining you and everything. She talking about some how much? Like, what you
Okay,
mean
That's
how
so
like
much?
the same shit that I went in Louisiana. When I went to New Orleans, I was walking down Bourbon Street, just minding
Oh,
my
you
own goddamn
tripping,
business.
girl? Bourbon Street
Yeah.
yeah.
by
Anyway,
yourself?
I was no. I was with my girls and whatnot. We
Oh,
took a girls
oh,
trip for a
Oh, okay.
birthday. But oh
oh,
yeah, I was walking down Bourbon Street, and this guy, I have no problem with men approaching me. I have no problem with that. I done heard it all and everything of the sort. I don't think I was wearing nothing that gave off prostitute or gave off anything of the sort. I was wearing shorts that literally covered my thigh tattoo. My ass wasn't out, so it covered my thigh tattoo. I was wearing a little crop top. My
Nah,
titties wasn't out.
we gotta verify
nah,
this.
nah. Because
Cause
I'm
you
like,
sounded like
yeah.
you sound like
I mean, not saying you dress like a prostitute, but I'm
yeah.
just
We're not
saying,
saying that.
Okay, but
You sound
not
like
I
saying you dress
wasn't.
like a prostitute. My bad. My bad.
Okay, if y'all know Bourbon Street, you know it's a
Yeah,
big ass strip, right?
yeah.
And ain't no possible way I'm wearing heels on that motherfucker. I'm wearing tennis shoes. Like no, exactly. Now I could
yeah,
understand if I was like dressed like completely as a hoe, as a prostitute, or gave off that vibe that I was a strip, whatever the case, right? This man literally came and said, he said, "Hey, how you doing?" I was like, "Good." He was like, "How much for $40?" I said, "Bitch, what?" I was
Oh, the
mad, like,
disrespect.
yeah.
yeah.
$40.
And
Yeah, he was
I
like,
was
okay,
like,
come back to
and
my
it was,
hotel room with me.
also like 40, and I was like $40. Like I said to him, I was like, just $40. He was like, you want more? And he was like, what you gonna do for it if I give you more? And I was like, oh hell no, because I started entertaining shit. Cause I really thought it was funny, but it like hit me afterwards. Like this man really was trying, like he was serious, like he really was. So
what you gonna do for 500?
Hey, come on. I got $40, baby. How much for $40 holla? But yeah, nah,
I think it goes like
you.
both ways, you know, because at the end of the day, women, you know, we get sick and tired of men, you know, and some days the women just want to chase that money, and that's the quickest way to chase that money, you know, and men,
easily.
Pussy, I ain't gonna lie, pussy does make the world go round.
It does.
I ain't the one who said it first, but you know, it does. It really does.
I got
That's why it pays to be polygamous.
Exactly.
So you don't fall into that trap.
Yeah, I mean, it really involves a lot of discipline. It's a lot of discipline. I mean, there's dudes that do it for all the wrong reasons because they want to recreate a porn scene. And so that they saw online or something like that, you know, there's dudes out there that do all the random stuff. And, you know, like I said, you know, more power to them if it works. But, you know, it usually doesn't because they do it for all the wrong reasons. You feel me? Yeah, me, I actually want to build a community. I want to build something more than just a family. I want to build like a full-on legacy where, you know,
Genghis Khan.
Yeah. I mean, you know, not like Genghis Khan, but, you know, something like that, similar, but not the whole murderous and all the crazy shit that happened with it.
So you want to be like that old ass TV show that had like, what?
All I'm saying is when you go to like them South American, like when you go to Mexico and South America, you see kids that look like me.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, you know, like when you see kids look like me, just know.
Papa?
You know, I was out there.
Hey, you ever with me down the street and then there's some random kid that runs up on us? He's like, Papa? I was like, hey, I don't know you. He's like, you know,
that's the same thing. My kids, because I live over here on the west side of San Antonio. Yeah. And they be like, Julio. I'm like, who the fuck is Julio? That's Julian. And like, my kids are mixed. So I know. Yeah.
I feel. Yeah, now we got a well, I'm a mixed baby too, so I know that feeling. But what's called? Yeah, no. If you see a little nappy headed kid that looks like me and speaks perfect Spanish, it's probably my baby. He runs up on you. I saw you with my papa.
Yeah, why you sounding like Coco?
I saw you on Sleazy Podcast.
Yeah, nah, I'm half Mexican.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It was hard. It was very hard. You know, I tried my best to be Mexican, but you know, I finally did it. I finally pulled it out for a second. But the head is in the first half. But yeah, now go on to the Tyreek Hill case. Okay, so
I saw a news article on that.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
lay it on me.
So what I read, pretty much, it like gave out. It just gave out so much negativity, but then it was also trying to portray him like, okay, look, it started out as him becoming a bad man, and it talked about his timeline of like all his incidents and stuff. I guess his most recent one was when he was in training and like broke this woman's leg at the training field.
Okay,
and
Sophie Hall.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah. So from what looks of it on the article, it says Hill's latest incident involves Instagram model Sophie Hall, who claims that Hill broke her leg while running football drills at a receiver's mansion.
Yeah.
So she was at his mansion. The incident occurred just 8 days after Hill's alleged assault a marina employee in Miami Beach, Florida. And there's little doubt that Tyreek Hill has talent. He posted yada yada yada.
Yeah, but Hill so it finds himself like views and stuff like that. They're talking a whole bunch of so it started out like really negative. It talked about like his history, and then at the end it was like talking about like his childhood and stuff like that. You know how and they made it so negative. You know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying now. So I mean, like I said, I mean, Tyreek is going through a lot of shit. I mean, he needs a. So right now, Tyreek too. He's a little bit at fault with most of this stuff because he's always in the news for something negative. Like he has 7 baby mamas, I think, don't he? He has 7. He has like 7 baby mamas. he has somebody trying to get his child
Hey,
support, grieving.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
And shoot, with what?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Seven baby mamas. I mean, nah, I don't want baby mamas. I'll take 7 wives, but fuck baby mamas. I don't want.
You know what sucks is that probably all this shit was not bothering him beforehand. But then once he got his little, contract, his little draft pick, whatever, started
Ain't
getting
little.
money,
That was a big
you
contract.
know. Yeah, I'm about to
Ain't
say
nothing
once he
little
got
about that. I mean, he might be short, but he got that big money.
You got that big money.
everybody and their mama start wanting to, sue, get him allegations, all this. That could have probably changed and flipped his fucking mind. That shit would probably make me mad as fuck. Like, why you now asking for this shit? Why you doing this shit now?
Everybody wants a piece of the king. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
wants it. I mean, when you're the king, when you're the dog, and people are not benefiting from that, and they know they could be if they suck. If people know that they could take something from you, they're gonna take it, or they're gonna do everything in their power to take it. And so,
Mm-hmm.
everybody wants a piece of the king. Everybody wants that little taste of clout, because there's clout that goes along with it and that lifestyle. I mean, when you're with a rapper, there's clout, and there's a lot of things that go along with that lifestyle. When you're with an athlete, there's a lot of things that come with it. It's just everything
Mm-hmm.
that comes with it. And so, Sophie probably she probably gained a whole bunch of followers on Instagram or something, playing that sob story when it was really an injury. And so, and also, why are you at the house? Why were you at his house?
And why are you training with him, knowing damn
You know,
well that man go?
yeah,
Yeah,
you're not an athlete. That motherfucker is getting paid to catch balls and truck motherfuckers in the clutch. You're
that's what
not
I'm
gonna
trying to
do
figure out. Yeah, when I read that part, I was like, so were you like holding a little punching bag and whatnot? And he just ran
that.
into you,
And plus,
cause like,
you just ask them to pay for it. Like I say, if y'all were cool, if you're at his house, couldn't he at least pay for all your injuries and bills? I
I'm
mean,
pretty sure he did.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I'm pretty
And
sure he did. But then she went back home. She talked to her girlfriends and probably some people, some lawyers, and
you should
they're
probably
probably
get that
like,
money.
you said you're hurt. Oh, he just paid for your girl. You can get 100,000
You should sue him.
right now.
You should sue him, girl. He could get that money. He gave his
You better
baby
get
mom
that
some
money.
money. Why don't you got that money? Why don't you got that money?
okay.
That's your money, girl. Go get it.
It's your money, baby.
Is she? Is
Yeah,
she?
yeah.
Is she
It's
that?
like,
She
is
that?
that,
She that? She white?
oh yeah, she white. I think. Yeah,
Oh.
she. Yeah, no.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, no. She probably got some black homegirls though. She been blackified. Yeah, she probably been like you said. You in a black man's mansion, you probably gonna run across some black women. But actually, probably not, because Tyreek dates outside. That does outside things. But ain't no discriminating here. But still, like I said, she probably got to talk to her homegirls. They're like, yeah, girl, you should, man, that's your money, girl. Why are you letting him hurt you like this? You know, and, you deserve better. That was probably one of his side chicks too. She was probably one of his side chicks too. I mean,
I
why
can
would
see
she
that
get?
now. Nah, I
Yeah,
can see that.
and she
Okay.
didn't get. She only got the bare minimum, and so she's like, what? I'm just gonna sue him. And those Instagram models, like I said, most of these Instagram models are narcissists. Oh, they're big time narcissists. So they're
So
like
they get all the clicks,
all the
all the
click.
clicks and likes.
There's nothing but positive for her. She gets all this whole press run, this whole sob story. She can run with this for at least 5, 10 years. Tyreek Hill broke my leg. I still think about it to this day. I need pain and emotional suffering. Fuck Tyreek.
But
Pay me $500,000.
mm,
That's
Give
what
me
he
that
wants.
money,
I
Tyreek.
guarantee.
That's my money.
Give me my money,
You
baby.
guys don't need no $100 million.
Hell yeah.
What am I doing with my leg, Tyreek Hill?
That's what they want.
All right, my bad. I got a little carried away, but
you good?
yeah, but yeah, I guess we get. Speaking of football, moving on and toxicity. Y'all got anything else to say though, Tyreek?
Get well, Tyreek.
Yeah, yeah. Stop
Hey, he
fucking with
doing
these
better
hoes.
than Deshaun Watson, so I ain't tripping on him. I
Yeah,
ain't tripping on that situation.
yeah. But now going on to the next football player, we're talking about Caleb Williams and his dad. So Caleb Williams is out here. He thinks the rules don't apply to him in the
Yeah,
fucking draft. So overall, so Caleb Williams is a football player. He's a college football player in the NCAA for the University USC, right?
yeah,
USC number 13, Caleb Williams, and he's about to be. Which, by the way, he's also a multi-millionaire because of the NIL deals
yeah. In
in
college,
college.
multimillionaire in
So
college.
he's already a
Okay.
multi-millionaire coming into the NFL, and now he's making these demands or something. Or his dad is, and I don't know if y'all remember LeVar Ball,
Yeah, LeVar Ball.
the Ball brothers.
Yeah, the ball. Yeah,
They had a whole show on Facebook and everything. Yeah, so they're doing this whole. His dad's doing this whole thing where he wants his son to be He says his son's the number one overall pick. His son doesn't need to follow the NFL guidelines. He's like, I don't have to. I don't have to go to the NFL Combine or release my medical records. He's like, y'all gotta pay me, you know, and which is
which
weird
yeah, he
because
has the right. He has the right.
I mean, you have the right and lose out on being in the NFL, but if you don't play, like I said, at this point, you got to play ball if you want to get in.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right?
Yeah,
These college kids are already making millions in college.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So when they get to the NFL, like the only thing they want is everything to work for them. They want to be in the right situation with the right people, with the right organization, and it's a little bit bad because when they had a mentality, oh, I don't gotta do this, do that. I just wanna get my money and move on. Basically, it's a character flaw that people just need to look at and be like, nope, don't draft that motherfucker.
yeah. I mean, yeah, like I said, I mean, you're dealing with a self. Like I said, if you're dealing with a
Self-centered
person,
motherfucker.
yeah, like self-centered motherfucker. Like I said, I don't think this is full on Caleb's fault because
I
when
think it's
you're
I
a
think it's his
dad,
dad.
this is dad, and like I said, his dad is probably going to be his downfall. Is that and it sucks to say, but and I get it too because when you have a son, you want the best for him,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
the very
So
best.
sometimes you got to make that motherfucker like prove he's the best.
But sometimes you gotta work with the system to get him
Yeah.
get your son what he wants because his son probably had a $200 some million deal waiting for him after his rookie contract.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna look at him as defective, and his draft stock is gonna drop, and he might
Yeah.
not even be the first round anymore because they're like, okay, this motherfucker doesn't want to play ball. Let me look at who else wants to play ball.
I say he'll still be in the first round.
I still
Uh,
think
I
so too.
I don't think he's gonna be number one overall.
Yeah, true. Because I mean, he was talking good about Chicago, but the thing is, I don't think Chicago wants to let go of Fields though. It would be a
Yeah.
big mistake.
And they would have though if he would have thrown at the combine. If he would have did everything
Yeah,
he was supposed to do, and then I know he was injured last year, so that's why he didn't want to release his medical stuff. So if he would have done everything he was supposed to do, they probably be all right. Justin Fields, you gone. But because the difference between him and Justin Fields is Justin Fields is a team guy, and
yeah,
it's obvious. Caleb
yeah,
Williams, he's the unknown. We don't fucking know. We don't know if this guy's a team. We just guy can be an arrogant asshole.
yeah.
That's
No,
what
true. I mean, he
he's saying right
really,
now.
yeah, because he really shows that he's an emotional type person. He's like, I'm gonna go home and be with my dogs or play video. Like he every other press conference, he's just depressing. I'm just like,
Yeah.
God damn, man, you didn't have nothing good to say or something like that. But fucking yeah, like I don't know, but I don't want to get too much into it because I don't know if you watch the NFL at all, Mimi.
I watched the
Mimi
Super
Mimi gonna
Bowl.
have two Mimi gonna
Yeah,
have two boys
yeah.
in the NFL.
So, so yeah,
No,
no,
the hell they not. They
Why
gon'
not?
hell no. Mm-mm. I
Was you
can't.
gonna play soccer?
That's what they doing this year. But baby, I can't see my babies on that field. Like I just can't, cause I'm gonna run on the field too. I just feel like I'm just like no, I can't. I
let
can't.
the boys grow. Let them
Let the
grow.
They
boys be
growing.
men.
They are. They men. They damn sure. They doing that. Trust me.
Yeah,
They in
but yeah,
boxing.
no,
You know.
I feel you. I feel
They
you.
in karate. But I personally, I guess football to me is so dangerous, and one mistake could literally end your life or end you for your whole entire career. You know, and that goes
Yeah,
You're
for
right.
any other sport and stuff. But and then as well, there's research done with football players because you start playing football here in Texas that the minute you could start walking. and holding shit in your hand. As soon as y'all
Yeah.
can start walking, holding shit in your hand, you already on a league for what you call the
Yeah.
Pee-wees, right? That's
Pee
what
No,
it's
Wees.
called,
Yep.
right? So
yeah,
and
Yep.
yeah,
then I had to research. It's this thing called TBI.
yeah.
Y'all know what that is?
Brain injury,
Yeah.
traumatic
Yeah,
brain injury.
that is such a common injury within football. You know, this is what Tyreek Hill could probably have. You know,
I mean,
he
who
just never
knows?
got
I mean,
yeah, he just never got
yeah,
medically
that
diagnosed for it.
CTE, yeah, that CTE might be hidden, but
Yeah.
still, at the same time, fucking, what's it called? That CTE might be hidden. You like, dude, and then, that boy started hitting, but at the same time too, this is what men do though. This is like this is what men do. We're the physical in the world.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're the
I can see
physical.
that.
We're the
The
physical.
physical
Regardless, I
forces of
mean,
nature.
we're the physical thing. So I rather have CTE and TBI and deal with it with the money I have and the resources than to work a regular job and probably have the same injuries doing some hard working labor job. That's probably the only one that's available in my town. And fucking that may be the only thing he can do. And he actually, you know what? You have a better chance of fucking getting in a car wreck to football practice than actually getting actual injury at practice. Like I said, there's so many odds against us at all. I mean, it's not just that one thing, but he has a
Yeah.
better chance of getting messed up in a car accident than he would
And
in football practice.
and think about this: one game check is life changing.
Yeah,
Like one. These guys get paid 100,000. Like I think the lowest person, not I'm not talking practice squad, but like the people that actually like starting the game,
yeah.
Mhm.
like kickers. These guys are getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for
Mhm.
one game. There's
Yeah,
Mhm.
17 games. That's
not to
life
mention the playoffs.
changing in an entire like 1 year changes your life. It changes his life. It changes his brother's life, grandma, grandpa, everybody. That's
Yeah.
it.
I
one
don't
year,
know.
he could be like, yeah,
I'm a
Yeah.
mother. I don't know.
You know, you
I
be
just
in your
can't.
mouth to think. My mom was the same way. I
I
know how
yeah,
it
can't.
is.
I
And she's
mean,
like,
now don't get me wrong. If they want to play football on their own, of course, I gotta let my babies flourish and do what they want to do. But
yeah,
as long as it's my choice right now, we good.
yeah.
We good.
Well, yeah, no,
yeah.
I mean, I understand that. Like my mom was the same way. She was so against me playing varsity football, and so I almost didn't even play football. I was an all star and everything. And so, but the last thing she understood though, I had to go on my own journey. And
Hmm.
so, what's called, yeah, no, it's something though. It's something like once you playing football, when you have a team and everything, like it's an amazing feeling. I'm telling you, it's an amazing experience that I hope they have one day. And when you have a team and you have everybody on your back or that got your back, yeah, it's a nice feeling. It's a nice thing about brotherhood
What
and men.
What about rugby?
Oh, that's
Lacrosse.
even more
Oh,
dangerous.
rugby's worse. You,
Yeah, rugby's
you, you
worse.
don't have you don't have pads in rugby.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're basically
soccer,
just
badminton.
soccer.
Soccer could be
No.
worse.
I wouldn't say that.
Nah,
I
it,
say
it could be.
soccer.
It could be.
It could be, but soccer is a lot safer than football.
Yeah, true.
It's a lot safer than football because there's not collision all the time. There's not collision every
Hmm.
single play.
True. But when
Every
there is
single like
collision, there's no protection though.
yeah.
There's no
So
really
now can
protection.
they
Yeah.
get injured? Yeah, I got injured in soccer before. Like you can really fuck an ankle up really bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
that
nah,
is.
it's MLS is paying money
Badminton.
nowadays.
What's the one with the is it polo? We could do a little polo. Something simple. More.
They don't pay money for that.
How
Yeah,
you
nah,
know?
The bit
you gotta have money.
we know we're athletes. We know.
You
Yeah,
never know. Ralph Lauren did it. I don't know what he used to do. Shoot, polo.
Look, the big money, right?
yeah, big money
Baseball,
does that.
baseball,
I
basketball,
can do baseball all
football,
day.
and soccer. That's it.
I,
Anything outside of that,
we could do baseball, basketball, soccer. We
but
already
you
dabbled
want
in all
you want
that.
them doing one thing. See, this is where parents fuck up, right? And a lot like this is where parents fuck up. They have their kids doing everything. Then there's no focus on one thing, so they can never get to that top tier level because they're doing everything. They're like, fuck it, you do everything. Let's see which one you get picked for. But if they're doing all these things, their body is not like forming towards like one specific sport.
I
It's
don't
like
think it's necessarily like the fact of which one you're best at, it's which one you enjoy more. You know, which one do you find yourself more enjoyable as in, okay, cool, like football. Hey, you like football? Okay, then you can continue on going.
Oh,
yeah.
no, okay.
I have my kids in different things that they enjoy, you know, and we narrowed it down. They like doing karate. They like doing soccer. They like playing chess. That's what they enjoy doing. So they
Oh
do
yeah.
that
Hey,
every.
that fucking chess. That shit makes money.
Yeah, they like doing that. You know, when it came to when they did what was it, boxing, right?
Oh,
My
that
oldest son, yeah, my
boxing
oldest
right
son,
there.
he did not enjoy it. My youngest son, he enjoyed it. So
Boxing.
I put him
That's
in all these
500
different things.
mil. Oh,
Well,
Yeah,
I
that's,
put him,
that's the real
and
money.
you know,
that's
and
the real money.
JJ, you know, JJ got them hands too. So
Yeah,
that's
Yeah, yeah,
easy.
yeah,
yeah. I remember that.
I
So
see.
yeah, so I put him in all these different things, and as parents, we do that because
Hey, baby.
That
Checking
goddamn
you.
Wi-Fi.
and he keeps calling me. Hold on, I'm gonna yell at him real quick. I'm gonna put y'all on mute.
You gonna yell at them?
No worries,
We
no
want to
worries.
hear it. Oh, we can see
Yeah, I know
everything.
what you're saying. She's like, stop fucking. I saw that stop fucking something.
Motherfucker, stop, goddamn! I'm gonna come in there and beat your ass.
I'm
Hey,
trying to make a rap album. Quiet down. You coming out of the background. But
yeah, like I do that so that way my kids can whatever they enjoy
yeah,
doing. That's what I'm going to influence in them to keep doing. I'm not doing that just to be like, okay, you really good at doing this. You know, let's do this because most of the time when the children grow up and stuff like that, that's not what they want to do. You know, and then all of a
yeah,
sudden when they hit that teenage stage, you know, 13, 14, when they start realizing
that
shit,
growth
you know,
spurt.
like, yeah, when they start realizing shit and they like, I really don't want to fucking do this. And then they start failing at it purposely. You know, they start doing bad at it purposely because that's not what they want to do. You know, parents all the time,
Mm.
you know, put their children in band, you know, in high school, right? They put them in band. I'm only paying for band. That's it. You know, only paying for cheerleading. You're not doing this. You're not paying. I'm only paying for football. Anything else. Then all of a sudden they in that sport and it's all like they on the B team, you know, they're in junior varsity. They what you call it last pick, you know, and stuff like that because that's not what they wanted to do, you know. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's just my opinion on it. Parents do that so that way whatever their children want to
Yeah,
do,
they have a
hey,
wide net. You have a wide net of things they can do, and so they can pick from there once they get older.
yeah, you
yeah,
know, then they had that
Yeah,
little base to it. Like I
yeah,
remember doing this when I was a kid. You know, I've been doing this. You know, it's just like
let me
that
tell you something.
baseline for it. Yeah.
you know, yeah,
When I
exactly.
have
Yeah,
when I
but
have Jose Hammons, goddamn in Colombia, we gonna be
I
doing
know you
baseball.
in
That
this
shit.
damn Colombians. Hold on,
hey,
hold on.
He gonna be only doing baseball. I'm like, hey, he do
I
baseball
did
practice,
it,
right?
Papa. I did it for
Baseball practice.
you.
What the
He be
hell
like,
is up with
he
you
like,
in
Daddy, come home
Colombia?
and play catch with you. You doing baseball, right? Yeah. All right, because you gonna be in the big league.
I don't know you, nigga. Who
But
this? Who got my
where?
number? Why you
I'm still
calling?
distracted.
Huh?
Where?
You confused
What?
about what?
When the hell did Colombians come in the picture with your ass?
Oh, Colombia. Yeah. Yeah. We. I love Colombians. That's all I'm gonna say. I love Colombians.
Yeah, shoot, man. He like that. He likes that spice in his food. Extra
I
I
like
spice.
that
agree.
spicy. There are some beautiful women in Colombia,
Oh yeah,
and yeah, I'm going there. I'm going there this September. I don't know if Barco coming with me, but I'm going there this September for a whole month.
I'll try. I'll try.
All I'm gonna say is I don't know what's gonna happen, but you know, like you see a famous baseball player with the last name Hammons, first name Rodriguez,
Hey,
you know,
like I said, yeah,
and
like
you see me on the, you see me like in the lower levels and shit, like they show me on the big screen.
yeah. I might be one of
Son,
them. Might be my last name. Might be King Barco. He's like, now come to the stage, Roberto Barco.
Oh my God,
That's how I
Lord
do.
have mercy.
Like, and you gonna see me walk up with that fucking hat, that that hat with a polo shirt on.
You
yeah,
gonna wear your cocaine white?
That's my that's mi hijo. That's fucking just like It'll start going crazy. But yeah, I mean, who knows? We'll see what happens. But yeah, moving on. Speaking of parents, uh, let's go on to these NPC streamers. Something these NPC streamers
What
probably.
was NPC?
So those non-player characters, you know, those people that do that bullshit online.
It's like milk. It's
Yeah,
just like milk.
What are you
That's what
talking
I
about?
do.
yeah.
It's just like milk. Which one should I put on?
You know,
I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
oh yeah, no. So there's a group. My bad. Let me say this. But fucking yeah, there's a bunch of people. There's people out there that do this thing. You know, in video games, there's a non-player character. There's
Okay,
a non-
man, I don't know. I'm so lost.
my bad. All right. So what's called this thing called NPC streamer. So my bad. We were talking about it when we'll wait on your ass. But fucking, but yeah, they let's see. Let me see. I'm gonna send it to you right now. Actually, what the fuck? 1 second. But yeah, so this is people that pretend to be these non-playable characters. Like in video games, they pretend to be these characters where they're non-playable and they repeat the same things over and over again.
Oh, okay. What it be like? Like they be jolting around and shit, and they be doing
Yeah,
that. They be like
yeah, doing some weird shit for the
doing some
stream.
weird shit. Yeah.
I just sent it to you. Doing shit in it. But yeah, there's people out there that actually fucking do this shit, and they make good money too, which is the crazier part. I mean, I don't know that girl named Pinky Doll or what's her name. Wasn't it?
Pinky
She
doll.
made like $10,000 in it. She makes $10,000 a day, I think.
What the fuck?
ten thousand
Hold on,
dollars
wait a
a day.
minute. Is this financial class? What are we doing right now?
I'm telling you,
Because I'm trying to figure out what the heck.
yeah,
How do I do that?
it's some weird shit. Like I'm telling you, if you see the shit they're doing, they gotta do some weird shit. Actually, let me show
What do
you.
you mean by weird though? Like
They're doing some
just doing
weird
that stuff.
shit.
That's not weird. If it's making $10,000
But just
a
doing
month.
it in public and shit like that. Like last year, it was joke. Like we were joking around about that.
Look at
I'm
the
sorry, I had to go to my car because I couldn't find my charger.
finding a husband in this era, honey. You're looking at what's out there. Take your pick. You're better off marrying one of your cats at this point.
Subscribe and follow for exclusive access of the metaverse. Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's metaverse shit. Okay.
Sticks his
Nah,
foot
nah.
in the window of this
Well,
business
yeah.
like it's his house. These people have no respect for anything.
Nice to meet you. I'm Butterfly NPC. Wow, I love humans.
My bad.
I think it's like virtual reality in reality.
You're wondering where
Yeah.
Pam's been all these years. Apparently, she's on the corner of 8th and Miami.
Shout out to Joey B. Tunes.
Roses.
Yeah, she's right next to swamp ass Samson. You can't miss her.
Hearts. Baby. Hearts.
For those who don't know what's going on here, the unemployable portion of our society has resorted to pretending they're video game characters online for money.
Oh, time for war! Time for war! Look at that. Thank you for the heart. I love you. Thank you for the heart. I love you. Thank you for the heart. I love you.
This has been going on for a year now. The only difference is now they're leaving their parents' houses and taking to the streets.
You're in the video game. Roses.
So yeah, that's just a piece of it. But shout out to Joey B. Tunes. That dude's funny as hell and hilarious. Hopefully we can get him on the cast. But yeah, that dude's raw as fuck. And yeah, so that's pretty much the shit they're doing out there. And I guess this community has gotten way bigger since last year. Like now it's actually like a regular type job now for some people. Even any Lee Chopper, I don't know if you saw that, but even
Yeah, I
Annie
saw
Lee
it.
Chopper was fucking doing that shit.
Yeah, yeah. This generation is something else.
Oh yeah, no, it's very much is something else, and I'm just like these kids.
When were y'all born? What year were y'all born in the 90s?
96.
96.
96.
Yeah, we
Okay.
millennials.
So technically, y'all are millennials, and my dumb ass is goddamn by 4 days. I was born in 97. I'm a goddamn Gen Z. Apparently, I
Yeah,
don't identify. I don't identify because we can do that nowadays. You know what I mean? I don't identify as Gen Z.
you're transier. You're transy. I
I'm
feel
Trans Z millennial.
like a millennial inside. He's a transier. We have a bunch of those. You can't go back.
Can't go back.
You're Gen Z. Be a Gen Z. You know where
What's
you
wrong
are.
with you? What's wrong with these Gen Z, man? What's wrong with these
Yeah,
people?
but
Like, what the fuck is going on with society?
yeah, no, I mean that's where it's gotten to. We were joking about this. I was joking about this last year. I'm telling you, I was joking about this last year. I thought it was gonna die out, but no, people are out there actually doing this shit, and they're making, probably millions. And
It's just like that movie we had talked about.
yeah, Ready
What is
Player
it?
One.
Yeah.
Yeah, that virtual
Have
Resident
you?
Evil?
Ready Player
It's
One.
What do you play
it's
at
on
one?
like yeah, it's like on Netflix or Hulu.
Yeah,
I
oh
don't
yeah,
remember.
it's crazy. I mean, it's like it's pretty much what the metaverse is now, but it's
Yeah.
like more advanced. It's like it's called Ready Player One. My fault.
Hmm.
So
I
yeah,
But
don't remember what streaming platform it's on,
Netflix,
but yeah, Netflix.
Netflix.
Pretty much the movie is all like based on people would videotape and record, right? And they would be like, "Hey, well, what do you want me to do in such and such at this moment, whatever the case be?" And people that are viewers would watch it, and they will vote, for the person to do whatever they wanted them to do, and they'll do it, whatever how drastic it may be, like go robbing a bank or what you call it, stealing somebody's car, killing somebody. They'll
That
do
might be
it.
a different movie. My fault.
oh, I think I've seen a movie like that.
Okay,
And
that's a
if
different
they
movie.
don't do it,
That's
they'll
different.
sabotage them, right? In some sort of way.
Yeah, that's the movie I'm talking about. So
Yeah.
Ready Player One ain't it? It's
Okay.
yeah, it's something else. I don't remember the
Yeah.
name of it, but it's yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, we had a society. We actually have a community out there that does this shit for a living, and it's just crazy to me that
Hmm.
we got into a point now where we're getting to a point now where people are now trying to escape reality. It's just like if y'all ever watch Ready Player One, like you see how society is at that point because it's like in the future, and
Hmm.
so at like 2034 or something like that, that's when it's taking
It's
place
not that
in.
far away.
Wait, and then it's got like all around it's like full of trash and shit, like
Yeah,
burnt down,
trailer
or
and
like
shit.
the
Yeah,
chat, and they
yeah.
have nothing on but just their
Just
goggles.
yeah.
Their
Okay,
ocular.
I remember that. I remember
Yeah.
that.
And so,
Okay.
that's where we might end up going, where people just try to escape reality and try to, and are just trying to make it rich off, virtual reality or whatever. And
Like people are comfortable enough. I have seen like TikToks, Instagram reels, Facebook reels of people literally taking their I keep calling them goggles, but like
The
yeah,
Apple ocular things.
yeah,
all the ocular equipment, right? They'll take all that shit and like go to Starbucks and just sit there and put it on. Right there in the middle of public,
yeah,
just to escape reality from right there. It's like, what is going on? Like, you can't even go to a restaurant, enjoy the environment, enjoy the
yeah,
aesthetics or anything of the sort. We're just escaping automatically,
yeah.
you know?
That,
Like,
that's
can
that's
I have
that's
a
what we
table
have.
too and eat virtual food?
Yeah,
I
like,
don't know. He was like literally in the video. He had his glasses on. This guy is next to him doing magic tricks and whatnot.
oh,
And that's what.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, the dude. Yeah, they're saying that dude mastered reality, and the other one is in virtual reality.
yeah. And
Yeah,
it's
something
just
like that.
like,
Yeah,
cause
which
like
is
he's just like
crazy.
sitting there chilling, like
Yeah,
in the
I'm
middle
just
of
like, yeah,
public.
you gotta sit back and actually relax and actually enjoy the environment you're in. You need to stop. Everybody just wants to escape because the environment's bad, but it's not as bad as they really think. You know what I mean? A lot of
Well, yeah,
people,
it's because the instant gratification thing, man.
yeah,
Everybody wants that dopamine hit
Mm.
constantly.
yeah,
People want that dopamine of having a good time, um, people liking them and being around them, but that's not reality. Like sometimes motherfuckers not gonna like you today, and then the
nope,
next day people are gonna like you. But it's like that instant gratification. No one wants to wait for anything. No one wants to wait. They want it like right now. So that reality, altering your reality, is kind of like you know taking your mind to a different place, like taking your mindset to a different place and just enjoying, I guess, that virtual thing instead of just living
Mm.
in the moment. Yeah,
true.
this society is
Yeah, it's
society. I
it's a
don't
little,
know, man.
it's a
But
little,
hey, you know what? Our folks used to say that about us too, especially when we got in touch with AOL, dial up and got with computers stuff like they used to be like, what? They used to say the same shit about us. So
Yeah,
It's crazy, you know. We're moving very fast. Technology is taking over, you know,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
it
it's
is.
only
It
going
actually
up.
is. Yeah, that's
So
probably what it's gonna be. I mean, it that's just what it is, and so we're pretty much, you know, I think we're in a movie now. We're pretty much in a movie where now it's gonna. I'm telling you, it's gonna hit soon. Not now, but it's gonna hit soon. So try to get as rich as you can before you, you know, try
we
to
either
get.
gonna have
Yeah.
I Am Legend
Oh,
or it's gonna be a
oh,
Wally.
I'm good on that. I am
We
legend.
already had an I Am Legend. Damn.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on I am legend
Man.
shit.
We already damn near had one. We all
Uh,
quarantined for no
uh,
Oh
reason.
no, I'm talking about the robot one. What is that? I
I
Am
robot.
Robot.
Terminator.
Yeah, no, I Robot, not Terminator.
Terminate.
Oh,
I
No,
Terminator
Robot.
two.
I Robot
Terminator
with Will
two.
Smith.
Yeah,
Okay, I Robot.
Cause like with all the electronics, you know, like everybody has to have like a little robot in their house now.
yeah,
You know, we have Alexa, we have Google in our house now, and then they
yeah,
have so many machines and robots that literally can walk up to you. You know, virtual pets and stuff. They have a thing
yeah,
where this little it's Boxy or Moxie whatever, and it's a virtual robot for your children to communicate and speak to, and it's in there like that is crazy, like,
yeah.
but. I see
Yeah.
where our generation like, are we just gonna be dependent on our robots? You know, they're
And
affordable. You know,
we're
I'm not
dependent on the
saying
phones. I mean, it's not too
that
far
too.
fetched.
AI.
Yeah, we depend on the phones and AI and everything. I mean, even
Mm-hmm.
the photo I got, it's AI generated. The picture we got for the cover art.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about right now. I'm about to
Yeah,
say, see how my
the
live.
cover art. You know, you're not seeing me right now. I'm virtually here. I'm about to hit y'all with a robot. Yeah, I'm virtually bringing this. I'm in the bed right now. You know, eating Doritos. You know, you know. But yeah, nah, it's gonna be something. I mean, the next 50 years, yeah, I do see. Yeah, we definitely gonna be full on dependent on technology in the next 50 years. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be we're gonna be way more very dependent on technology and
And
AI.
to be honest with you, it might be best.
Yeah,
At the way this world is going right now, it might be best to be dependent on technology to think for us. Cause shit, man.
I mean, now I don't want too much because I'm just like, yeah, because we need to go back, snap back into old ways where people actually went out and actually did shit. Like, you know, especially, you know, all these jobs now going away. I mean, these hard labor jobs and everything. I mean, everything's going to be automated
All
pretty
it
soon.
takes is just one power outage.
Oh yeah, one power outage and it's just like, god damn it, you know, we lose the Wi-Fi and people
I'm
lose
about
the.
to say, I don't know if y'all were here when San Antonio didn't have no lights and water. I mean, power for that snowstorm that hit.
Yeah, because
You
it's
know,
all based on the grid system, and you know,
yeah, and imagine that hitting like all the Wi-Fi, cellular towers, all that shit. You know, like it's
Oh, people gonna
complete.
lose
It's
their
gonna be,
minds.
yeah, it's gonna be complete blackout. You know, and I even look at it as now like my children's books when they go to school, everything is on their tablet or
yeah,
their iPad. Everything, you know, that's how they read is off their iPads at school.
yeah,
They don't open up. They now, mind you, they do have a library. They actually go and read books, but their tests, their quizzes, their daily reading, you know, things. Everything is on technology. They know how
yeah.
to do all that shit, and it's
Right.
crazy because it's kind of like when it's time to open a book, I'll never forget. My baby did not know which
Yeah,
way to how to open a book, but he knew
right.
damn well how to open a tablet and how to get to the stories real quick from there.
Crazy.
You
No,
know?
no, yeah. I mean, which I get it. It's a gift and a curse. It's a contradiction. You know what I mean? It
Mhm.
helps us, but it also holds us back too. The very thing that helps
Mhm.
us holds us back from actually experiencing things in real time.
And then
And
you gotta
so,
Yeah.
think like our
yeah,
future too for our children, because like, what happens if they want to be a historian? You know, what
mhm.
happens if they want to discover not just historian, but you know, patheology. What is it? Patheology
But
when
the
you discover
allergies,
is
yeah,
that the one with the bones and stuff? When they
yeah,
dinosaur bones and whatnot?
paleontologists,
Thank you. So
paleontologists, I think.
yeah, you know, you gotta read for all that stuff. You know,
Yeah,
hieroglyphics. You know, understanding that is stuff you have to learn how to read. You can't just snapshot a picture of that stuff. You know,
yeah,
and I don't know if y'all know, but even like reading art, I love art. You know, handcrafted, painted by hand art. You know, it has a meaning to it. I love color. I love art. Right?
yeah, yeah. No,
If you don't, Yeah, if you don't know how to read, the curators, thing behind it, if you don't know how to touch, come to find out, you can't even take a flash photo in some places because you
Mm.
can fuck up an art like that. You can't take a photo with some places with art and paintings and stuff like that because you can mess up the quality of that paint or whatever type of material you use for that paint, you know. And what I mean by that is like what I'm saying all to in that is like getting down and knowing your basics, what to do when we don't have that stuff.
Yeah.
Understanding how to read a book, understanding what to touch, understanding them little foundations of, okay, this is what I do when plan B, when plan A doesn't work. But
Yeah.
right now we all depending on plan A, which is technology.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, no,
So
true. I mean, we're becoming a lot more dependent on it, and yeah, it's scary. It can get scary at times because when you really think about the full picture, you're just like,
Yeah.
where's this shit gonna lead to eventually?
Soon enough, we're gonna have cars that are, an Uber without a person in there.
Yeah.
they already had that.
Buses.
Yeah.
They already have that.
Yeah, they have Ubers that will literally come pick you up without you having a person in there. I think it's somewhere in California.
Okay.
Literally, they had.
Oh,
I
I
saw
thought that
on
I didn't know it
Instagram.
was legal. I didn't know it was legalized yet.
But now they
It
can.
is.
Yeah. Shout out to Joe Rogan and them. Joe Rogan and Cat Williams. He had Cat Williams on his podcast. They were
Yeah.
talking about vehicles that are, that electric vehicles that you can just turn off. Like if you're in the middle of a speed chase or you think they're about to run or something, you could turn someone's
Yeah.
car off. And that's what they're
Mhm.
talking about. And supposedly they might have had this technology for years and they just been holding on to
Oh
it.
yeah,
And
they had that shit for years.
they probably had that shit for years where they could just turn your car off. Like if you're on a speed chase, they could turn your car off. Or if they don't want you to leave somewhere, they can turn your car off.
That's why they're trying to get rid of gas, all that type stuff, so they can have more control.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing about that's why they're promoting the electric cars so much
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, it's gonna save you on gas money. It's gonna save you money, but at the same time, you also got to think about what is the big plan here. There's always some hidden agenda. There's always some reason why they want it, and so yeah, no, this is the day and age we're living in. But yeah, no, this is what it is, and and this is probably why there's a lot more kids staying with their parents now. Like in this new generation, like Gen Z, I think, if I'm not mistaken, let me
Gen
see,
Z.
Gen Z. So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it's like a 45% chance that anybody on Gen Z or whatnot is there's like a heavy percent chance that they stay with their parents. Let's see.
Shit, sign me up, boy. That shit, I ain't gonna lie, that shit beneficial.
Oh
You
yeah,
talking
no,
about like till
Staying with
they're
your parents?
18,
30
yeah,
or till they're
18 to 29.
married?
Yeah, no,
Nah,
so
not if you married, that's
It
kind of
should
weird.
be.
yeah,
But
so
if you're
between
not
the
married,
ages of 18 to 29, it reveals that about 45% of individuals aged 18 to 19 are currently living at home with their parents. 45%, almost half of us. Oh, almost half of you. Yeah, hey. Almost half of
Hmm.
Gen Z is living with their parents, which is crazy. I'm just like,
this is almost half of you.
yeah,
I want to say that it's a good and bad thing. I like the idea of that, but
yeah,
it's a lot of stipulations, a lot of
true, but that
when you're
means
saying that, it's very general. I mean, there's a lot of stipulations that can go into that,
yeah, I mean,
on
it's
what's
good
possible.
and bad. I mean, it's bad because your children are not going to experience real world experience,
Yeah.
real world things, and then it's good because you have children that spend more time with their parents now as adults. They're not
Which can
kids,
Hmm.
be a good
which
thing
which
because
can be
now,
good.
okay, we can raise you a little bit. We can like help you, guide you, and mentor you a little bit better.
Yeah, and I did that too. Like right when I had gotten, I mean, I was with my dad for years. We lived,
Hmm.
even though I paid bills and everything. I did everything on my end to make sure I wasn't no bum. And and that's probably what the mindset that got me to where I'm at now, where I got my own house now. I'm paying mortgage and everything, bills, etc. That's probably what got my mindset in, just being with my pops. And
So
so
you did that when you got out the military.
and I did that when I got in the military too for a split second until I got my house. But I always stayed because I had a reason to. But most of these kids that are staying, they just they have no
They're
excuse. They
comfortable.
really just want to just be comfortable. They like being at home, and they like being with mom and dad, and even if I get money, it might be a time where I actually want my dad to live with me. Even if I got the money and everything, I wouldn't mind my pops live with me. Like a Blackish thing. I don't know if you ever seen Blackish.
Yeah,
Where his pops stays with him. Yeah, I would
yeah,
honestly wouldn't mind that. I'll probably have to hear some crazy ass lecture. If you're watching this, Pop, yeah, I'm talking about you. But yeah, I probably have to hear a lecture, a 5-hour lecture. But I wouldn't mind hearing it from my pops, though. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I don't mind getting it from my pops. Like, come on, man, let's go. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just crazy, and that's the stuff it breeds, though. I mean, this is the new age, instant gratification, everything. This is the stuff it breeds, and it all
But
comes from somewhere, which it could be a negative and a positive. There's negatives and
yeah.
just like
Yeah, I'm about to say.
there's negatives and there's positives to it. So
Yeah.
so yeah, no, I see it. There's a lot of good and there's a lot of bad that comes with it. So that's why I'm saying it's a contradiction,
yeah.
big
Mm-hmm.
contradiction. That's what I mean by that. But but yeah, I don't know. I mean, what do y'all think? What do y'all think?
It's the
Yeah.
it's like
I
you
definitely
said,
would.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think it's a good thing. Um, because once you graduate high school, you're not really like an adult. You think you're an adult, and then you start to understand, oh shit, I'm not an adult. Like there's
Yeah,
all these things that happen
yeah,
uh after life, and now I'm providing for myself. There's taxes, there's things that I gotta do, there's bills I gotta pay, there's toll tickets I gotta pay as I be speeding and shit. It's like you're responsible for your own self. You gotta eat, you gotta plan how you eat, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta like cook for yourself. It's a lot just jumping into adulthood like that. So I think um I don't think the jobs necessarily finish when it comes to parenting at the age of 18. I think like it's for like from 18 to 25, and at 25 I think like okay, like now you need to go out and experience the world, pass or fail. That's
yeah,
what I would provide. That's what I'm going to provide to my children. You have from 18 to 25 I can be around as a mentor, but at 25 like you need to go experience the world.
yeah.
I feel like you experience the world at home.
But yeah, I mean, I like for me, like my kids, whenever I start popping out babies, unless I already have, who knows? but yeah, whenever I start popping them out, yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna have a nice support system where, regardless of what they do out there, I'm always gonna be back here to help them. That's how I am with my brothers and sisters. Regardless of what they do, they can go out and do their things. I want to make sure I'm the strong support where if they fail
Yeah,
or they need to fail back, I want to make sure I'm there for them.
yeah,
And
Mm-hmm.
that's why I want to be there for my kids too. If they fail out in the real world, they always have a home to come back to. And so
Mm-hmm.
that's just my thing too. Like when you're the leader, like more or less I'm the leader of most things, like with my family and everything. I'm mainly the leader. And when you're the leader, you got to have that support system for everybody else that wants to do their own thing. Because everybody has a different vision. Everyone has their own dreams. And so you just got to, when you're the leader, you gotta make sure you have that support system for them. There's a lot
Yes.
of
yeah.
things that come with it. And so, but yeah, I guess we can go ahead and end off on this last topic, a little curveball, if I may. But yeah, this whole Diddy and Meek Mill situation, and I guess DJ Academics situation too.
DJ Academics fucking
Man,
blasted that shit.
man, that dude went for the jugular. I don't know what the fuck it was. And to keep it real, DJ Academics, as much shit as he talks, he's always been there for all the controversy and everything. Like this dude
Yeah,
knows how to put himself in the right spot where
in the
he's always
center of
going
it,
to be
right?
relevant. He knows what he's doing, and so I give him props for that part. There's a lot of
Yeah,
negativity from it, but still, I give him props for what's called always being relevant. Yeah, I guess Mr.
yeah.
Relevant, I guess you want to call him. But yeah, it's some crazy shit. So overall, Diddy is being sued by a former, one of his former producers or rappers, a dude named Little Rod. And what's the name? He said that Diddy was made sexual passes towards him, and then he also mentioned somebody else that Diddy was messing around with, Stevie J from Love and Hip Hop, and supposedly there was a R&B artist he was messing around with, they're speculating it was Usher, but yeah, he's like saying that Diddy did all this stuff to him and everything, and this thing opened up a
I
whole
thought I
can.
thought it was Orlando Brown.
Oh yeah, that too. I mean, Orlando Brown, that dude. Like when you get fucked over so much, you just start saying crazy shit.
Yeah,
Like when you get fucked up, you start losing your mind, and then you start saying crazy shit.
yeah.
And so
That
yeah,
more signed a lifetime contract with Disney.
oh Orlando Brown,
Hmm. He signed a lifetime contract with Disney that he couldn't get out of, and then they didn't need him anymore. So,
yeah. Now,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, but the thing is, that wasn't like I said. If you sign a lifetime deal, like a lot of people in WWE, they sign lifetime deals. Like the what's his,
Really?
yeah, the John Cena, what's his name, has a lifetime deal with Vince McMahon, and his
Mm.
lifetime deal where McMahon gets 10% of all the money John Cena makes.
Okay.
But the thing is, but John Cena was cool with that. But he knew what he was signing up for because he knew that was going to give him the clout he needed to start his career.
Yeah.
So I mean, which
You know how many
which he did. I mean,
movies
John
John
Cena has
Cena
a
has
great
done?
career. You said what?
You know how many movies John Cena has done?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But he always has a home with WWE though. If all that shit
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
fails, he always has a home with WWE where he can restart his career again. That's the
Oh,
thing.
okay.
That's also part of it. Like there's negatives and positives to his lifetime deals, but the thing is, John Cena was cool with it. Like if you know what you're getting yourself into, and you know
Yeah,
you need this to get over that hump to become famous or get over that certain hump, some people
yeah,
I wouldn't mind doing it. Like I said, if I know what I'm getting myself into, though, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Because at the end of the day, regardless of what you do, you're gonna have to give a cut. You're gonna have to cut somebody in on
yeah.
what
You're
you
gonna
make
cut the
to get
check
to that next
somehow,
level. You're gonna have to cut
some
your
way.
agent, your manager. You're gonna have to cut the company you work for. You got to cut the government. There's so many people you got to cut in, and sometimes you just got to play ball if you want to get to that next level.
So this
So
guy is suing Diddy
yeah,
because he was making sexual advances towards him.
hmm
And how does that relate to Meek Mill?
and so yeah, and then Meek Mill. So they're running back some like footage of Diddy, and Meek Mill is in a bunch of footage like with Diddy acting like inappropriate. And so they're running back footage, and so Diddy's over here calling men Poppy or Daddy, and he's like, "Yeah, Daddy, I like the way you do that." And he's like, "Why don't you like partying with me or some shit like that?" And there's some crazy shit on Diddy. Like we were seeing the videos yesterday. Like if you check out that, actually, let me see. I don't think
Yeah,
I.
that video you sent me of Meek Mill in the pool
Oh yeah,
and Diddy recording him and
oh yeah.
saying, "I like the way you looking at what he said some
He's
weird
like,
shit. The way
"You're
you were
doing
looking at
you're
water."
doing your thing, Daddy. I like
Yeah,
that." Hey, he was saying that to another man. He's saying that to Meek Mill.
yeah,
And so me and I guess DJ Academics talked about it on his live stream,
yeah,
and then Meek Mill, started going crazy on Twitter,
yeah,
and so he was talking shit. He's like, "Oh, the white people are telling you to do this. You work with white people and this and that." And and then fucking DJ Academics pulled out the receipts, and he was showing Meek Mill with Robert Kraft, Jeff Bezos, all these white men. And so they were like going back and forth. And I ain't gonna lie, DJ Academics got Meek Mills looking crazy right now. He has him looking crazy online right now. That's crazy. I wouldn't think that would be something, but yeah, Meek Mill has a new album that was supposed to be coming out. I don't know if it came out already or not, but I guess he's on the verge of dropping the album. But I think he withheld that or stopped the release because of all the shit that came out.
yeah,
And, there's videos of Diddy looking at Meek Mill in a sexual manner. And so, or doing shit like there's a video of him and Kevin Hart and Usher in Diddy's bedroom. And Diddy's like, don't come by my bed. And he's telling that to Kevin Hart, and Kevin Hart's like, I'm not getting in your bed. And he's like, and then fucking Diddy starts saying, he's like, yeah, man. He's like, we used to wake up with each other. I mean, and he's like, wake up with each other. What are you talking about? We didn't wake up. And shit like that. You had to say, oh, pause. And it was a whole bunch of shit. And so Diddy is going through this now. And like I said, Diddy is a weird dude. He's a weird dude, and you know when a nigga gets money, they start doing weird shit.
It amplifies
It amplifies their
their
weird.
personality.
Yeah, because money only amplifies you. It doesn't change you. It amplifies
Yeah.
you, or what you truly are, or how you truly operate. There may be things that other people didn't see before, but yeah, there may like people are always going to reveal this. People usually show who they are once either they make it big or lose it all. They usually show
Yeah.
who they truly are. And so, yeah, it amplifies you. And it amplified him to a point now where he's doing a whole bunch of weird shit. Where he has passed around girls, that whole Casey case where old girl was with him for like 10 years. The singer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so she was with him for 10 years and he was just passing her around to his homeboys. You know, whenever his boy was hitting a cold streak, you know, he sent Casey to his room when he visited. And shit like that. Like
That's just
he did
crazy.
some crazy, he had crazy shit. And he had passed around women. He did some weird stuff. People say he was messing around with Usher. There's a lot of rumors. There's supposed to be a video circulating around of them messing around. I'm not looking for it, but I'm pretty sure if it comes to light, it's gonna go crazy.
What was that? I'm not looking for it, but yeah.
Yeah, like it's just like that Drake pick. I heard about it, but I'm not looking for it.
Yeah,
I
everybody asked
so
me because
was. I
everybody
so
know
was
I'm
for that shit.
I know you.
yeah, I know everybody was looking for that shit, and I was like, it was like, yo, have you seen Drake? I'm like, why?
No, dog, I ain't
I'm
looking
like,
at
why
you.
would y'all? First of all, people were sending me fucking videos of this shit because everybody knows I'm a Drake fan. They was sending me fucking videos and all this conspiracy shit about Drake's junk, and I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
why are you sending me this?
yeah, no, I'm like, I
Like,
don't look at him the
I don't
same
want to
way.
see it, huh?
As I couldn't look at him the same way. You know, I'll be like, hey, nah, dog. You know, now all that zesty stuff, I'm like, hey, man, all the zesty stuff he does, the light skinned stuff he does,
Yeah,
like
then
people,
it starts to
it's like
make sense, and
it
I'm like,
starts to look, man,
I'm good.
no,
I don't want to know this
no.
shit.
You know, fucking, it's like the R. Kelly. It's like R. Kelly. You know, when he was trapped in the closet. You know, messing around with
Yeah,
the weed and all that shit. Yeah. Oh yeah. Did y'all hear that?
when he, yeah,
Yeah.
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 When he say I ain't seen nothing wrong, and
Yeah.
I'm like, then you start to really think about it, like, damn, this nigga here,
What's
boy,
the
this nigga.
song? Oh yeah, you already said AJ nothing but a number.
AJ nothing but a
Yeah,
number. He
I'm
produced
like,
it.
I'm thinking
Hmm.
about it. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker.
Yeah. And then you start seeing all the signs that you ignored. And you're just
Yeah,
like, shit. And you're like, shit. And so that's the same thing that's going on right now with Diddy. You know,
yeah,
there's a lot of shit we ignored. You know, him slapping Jay-Z's ass on stage and, you know, slapping his ass a couple times.
yeah,
Fucking, or
What?
fucking, yeah, go check it out. It's online. What's called, yeah, no, he was slapping his ass on stage and Jay-Z was just like this. Like he didn't know what to do. And so, yeah, and what's her name? And Justin Bieber too. There's a moment where he's talking to Justin Bieber. He's like, why don't you
Hmm.
come around my house? Why'd you come out? He's like, well, I never got your number. And you know, Justin Bieber is fucking, you know, he is so uncomfortable in that interview. He's like, why don't you have my number or what? He's like, why don't you come around no more? No, you never got my number? He's like, no, I don't got your number. And you know, Justin Bieber is like, and this is when he
He's
was,
like 10, 12 years old.
yeah, that's when he was
Little
like
baby.
13, 14. Yeah, this is when he was
Yeah.
13, 14 years old. And then, you know, Justin Bieber is awkward as hell. So they're speculating some crazy shit happened because, you know, supposedly there's some crazy shit that happened to Justin when he was a little kid, when he first came into the industry. And
I
so,
could see that. I
yeah,
could believe that.
supposedly there's some crazy shit that happened to him. Like he was getting passed around Hollywood. Like, yeah, it was some crazy shit that supposedly like he did to get to that next level.
yeah,
And so, yeah, there's some crazy shit behind the scenes in Hollywood in that industry too. Some
yeah.
nasty,
Hollywood. No one comes out unscathed in Hollywood.
yeah,
Just like you know, the military.
yeah,
Everything that you do that involves money, you don't come out of unscathed.
yeah. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, it's always gonna be something. And so, like I said, I mean, if you're willing to do that for that type of money, then by all means. But no, I'm not
Yeah.
going to Diddy's party.
Nah, I'm
I'm
good.
telling him no. I'm good, Diddy. I don't want to party. He's like, come on,
Yeah,
Daddy.
I'll buy you a whole
Come on,
wardrobe, baby.
do that. Come on, Daddy. Aren't you a
So
bad boy? Bad
I'm curious
boy,
because like young
come out
Miami,
and
them two are hanging out
play.
so much.
You know what?
You said,
Like Young Miami, them two are hanging out so damn much, and it just like completely went ghost. You know,
I don't know. She might have
they,
found out something. She probably went to his party.
Yeah.
And so, she probably went to his party. She's like, "Oh no, I'm good." But yeah,
no.
it's definitely some demonic. There's definitely some demonic shit that goes on in Hollywood. You know, everybody's promoting these demons now. You know, Meek
Ice
Mill even
Spice.
did on his album too. Yeah, Ice Spice was doing devil signs at the Super Bowl with a upside down cross.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm,
Again,
mm.
what's his name? What's
Doja Cat with
Doja
what
Cat?
is it? The Red Hills, the
Lil Nas
vampire song.
X. Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, Lil Nas X.
Oh yeah.
That dude. Yeah. I
He's
Yeah,
don't.
that
making
motherfucker
fun, you know,
that
because
motherfucker
he
was
just don't
so
care.
far
And I
gone
feel
now.
like that's more towards of his sexuality, you
Yeah.
know,
I don't even think
and
he's gay. Honestly, I don't think he's gay. I just think he's a
You,
puppet.
yeah.
He's even
You think
telling
the
us in the
puppet
songs. I mean, "Industry Baby." I don't know if you heard that song, "Industry
yeah,
Baby."
industry
yeah.
baby, yeah.
Yeah, he's telling us in the songs. You know, they
Yeah.
always tell us up front. And, you know, like Cat Williams says, you know, the number one thing that these people do, or the number one thing of somebody who sold their soul do is act like it didn't happen. And
Mm,
so I was just like, yeah, it's looking more true and truer today. They were calling Cat Williams crazy for years.
Yeah.
They were calling him crazy,
Because
mm-hmm.
calling him
he wouldn't do
crazy.
that shit.
And
They'll
so,
call Dave Chappelle. They call Dave Chappelle crazy. They call Cat Williams crazy. All
yeah,
these people
So
like
is Orlando Brown telling the truth then?
I don't know. It could be, but I don't think.
I think to a certain extent he is telling the truth, but I
But
can tell he's gone because
yeah,
he was saying I
he's
make
lost his
love.
mind.
He was saying well I make love to Diddy, which I believe if he did that,
Yeah,
and
that
he said
would
I
make
make love
sense.
to he said he made love to Cat Williams.
Yeah, he was a
I'm
jack
not
too.
totally sold on that.
No, I'm not.
I
I'm not
can't
sold
see.
on it. Yeah, I don't.
I believe everything Cat Williams say to
Yeah,
this
Cat
day.
Williams, like I said, to a certain extent, I think Cat Williams probably like 90% of the stuff he's saying is true. ten
Yeah,
percent of that's probably like comedy based or something like he doesn't.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm about to say I have never seen him. He always back his shit up.
Yeah, true.
I
yeah,
And
have,
like, you can
yeah,
look up
he
the
has
stuff
always
he
backed
talks
his shit
about.
up.
You know what I mean?
And
Like, yeah,
when anything about Cat Williams, what I really love is the fact that he can sit there and laugh about his own shit.
yeah,
He
yeah. His
knows
own
y'all gonna
trauma.
talk shit about him. He
yeah.
don't give a fuck, and but he'll tell you straight up with the evidence and everything. It's what you believe, baby. I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, I love that about him.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, you got to. I mean, Cat Williams has always been real. I mean, he's a real one. I mean, when you're dealing with a man who's from the streets that don't play that shit, and he actually gets some money, that's a powerful man. A man
Hmm.
that only knows how to hustle. You know, from
Yeah,
a very young age. I mean, I think he was homeless when he was like 13, something
13. He
like
was
that.
homeless.
13, he was homeless, but yeah. And then those Shannon Sharp interviews are going crazy. I saw that Terry Crews interview too, and
Hmm.
what's her name, Monique interview. So shout out to Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, shout
And
out to Shannon Sharp
and
and
hopefully
Ocho.
we get you on the interview. But what's the name?
So I
Oh,
said,
wait, come on, up, come on, don't spill that tea, up, come on. But yeah, nah, it's yeah, nah, it's on some real stuff. But yeah, I mean, I think we can go ahead and end it there. I don't know about y'all. I know we've been talking for a minute. So we've
They
been
be yapping.
gabbing. We've been gabbing. But you see what I'm saying though, right, Mimi?
I enjoy it very
No,
much
I know.
so. Thank y'all so much.
Of course, of
Having
course.
a voice and everything, and just enjoying my time, especially like seeing other points of views and perspectives, different social issues, social
Yeah,
media, you know, trends, XYZ. It's very interesting. I love it so much.
yeah, no, you got to. I mean, you got to look at all the different points of views to see where they're coming from because
Hmm.
everybody has their own point of view and don't want to actually look outside the box. So, but yeah, let me stop gabbing because I know I'm gonna start gabbing too much. So let me stop gabbing on you. But yeah, I mean, is there anything you would like to like know anybody out there that's watching you right now? Anything you would like them to know?
Um, I turned 28 on the 10th.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Oh
But
shoot!
huh?
Old. I was like, your ass
You call me
old.
old?
No, I'm just playing. But yeah, man. Yeah,
Shout out
Shoot,
to
I
Amy.
found 7 gray hairs. I'm about to say I'm gonna be a nice little silver cat pretty soon.
I got you.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're like, come here, kitty cat.
I mean, where that cheetah print?
You'll be wearing this cheetah print now. Yeah, that, right when you hit that 30 mark, you know,
Cheetah print.
those cheetah print outfits are gonna start coming. You don't even know how they got there. You're like, how the hell did this get in my dress? Well, I didn't buy no cheetah print. Why? But it's so nice. Let me go and just wear it.
I ain't gonna get no cheetah. Maybe leopard.
Yeah.
You know, some zebra. You know.
My bad.
Leopard.
Yeah, leopard.
We just dealing with a class.
Cheetahs. Yeah, cheetahs is out there.
Yeah, that's my bad. Forget me.
Maybe tiger too, because I really want a tiger carpet.
All right, you better calm down now. You ain't there yet. Calm down. You ain't there yet.
I want a tiger carpet so bad.
Yeah, on the real though, thank you for coming out.
Thank y'all for having me. I really enjoyed this.
I enjoyed it too. We were over here talking. Yeah, we had a good time. And you know, like I said, we talk a lot of shit, but at the end of the day, we try to be as honest and our authentic self. And like I said, this right here is what you're seeing is what what you're gonna get out there. Like I said, I'm not as loud as I usually am on here. I got to exaggerate a little bit, a little entertainment value, but still, I'm like, this more or less what you see is what you get with me, and with DP here. And so, but yeah, no, it's glad you got that.
Sorry.
Thank you for the one person that laughed back there. Thank you. But yeah, now on the road though, yeah.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
No. Did you get it? Oh.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, that was funny.
No, I was just saying DP, but yeah, we just try to keep it real. That's pretty much it. If anything, the only thing they can say about this podcast is that we what my man. Oh, hey, he knows it. Like I said, what was that again? Sorry about that. All right, hold on. I'm trying to wait for that 30 second. Hold on. Let me get that 5 seconds right before it goes. It's too easy.
I love it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.